Hello, everybody. How are you? Okay, it's been a minute. It's been longer than a minute. Let's see. I need to do one thing before I forget. So hold on. Oh, hold on. What happened? Okay. Give me just a second. I hope everybody's doing well. Oh, okay. I have allergies. Bear with me. I'm sorry if you hear that noise. It's a fan above me. Okay. Okay, hold on. I need to... Okay, I do this to myself every time. Because for some reason, when you do a live, when you do your StreamYard live, like you put it in the description on StreamYards, and then somehow it doesn't, like once you go live, there's like nothing in the description. It's the strangest thing. But I'm trying. I know I emailed myself this. Gosh darn it. How is it? Hi. Hello, Sarai. Hello, Jess Shelley. Hey, count me in. How are you? Gosh, Jess Shelley, let me tell you something. Oh, gosh. I feel like right now, surrounded by boxes. It's like, help, it's just, it's a process, okay? It's a process. Moving just sucks. Hey, Rebecca, how are you? Hey, how is everybody doing? This is my first live back, in a while, but I've been wanting to come on, and I've been wanting to, so much has been happening, and just Shelly, like, I don't have a new P.O. box yet, so I'm going to set that up this week. Oh, yeah, count me in. I was just saying that. I was like, oh boy, it is very overwhelming. Hello, Claire Bear. What's up, sweetie? How are you? I've missed you guys so much. It's been rough. Okay, it's been rough, but I'm glad to be here right now. And I'm sorry. I'm sure you can hear that clicking. It's the fan. It makes that clicking noise. I may have to turn it off, but if it's too annoying, sorry, I'm like right above the microphone. Oh, somebody honked a horn. Okay, yes, definitely. I've been missing the thrive, I'll tell you that, right? So, okay, I want to discuss some things. I always say that. We have a lot to discuss. Tonight, I do have, I don't know how to word this. Hello, Candace, Cherry. Okay, good. How are you? So I do have a copy of the book. I did not pay for it, would never pay for it in a million years. The letters from Anti-Christopher. But I do have it. And it's just, I haven't even, like, because I just got access to it like an hour ago, but wow. Okay. It's just ridiculous. Hey, happy to the third degree. You heard the car horn. Okay. I was like, I was like, what is this microphone, man? How are you doing? So, and Nikki is supposed to join me per the norm. For some reason, hold on just a minute. Hold on. I have to. Oh, great. Can't type. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. Oh, thank you. That's what I call him. Okay. He's, you know what I mean? I think because the hell? What is that? Oh my God, you can hear the freaking air conditioning outside. Hi. So anyways, okay. I'm getting sidetracked because all these noises I'm picking up through the microphone is ridiculous. But yeah, so the fact that, and somebody had brought this to my attention, the fact that he, now the author is calling him Christopher all the time. And, when he used to go by Chris, and the fact that he's, quote unquote, found God and is, saved, he's servant of the Lord. It's just in the book, the lie he told about the girls, resurrecting the first time when he thought he killed them. It's almost like they were like, is his new identity like Christ, like Christopher. That's why I call him Anti-Christopher. Oh, hello, there's Nikki. Hello, Nikki.
Hello, everyone.
Hey, girl. Hey, I can't hear you. Oh, hold on. You know what? Hold on. I don't know if this is set up right. Okay, hold on. Yeah, okay, just a minute.
It might have been my phone away.
No, it's mine. We're good now. Hello, Francesca. Okay, what did Claire Bear say? Hold on. I wrote that book. MM thinks the author's name is fake. So she finally cracked the case, and CeCe, oh my gosh. Oh, Lord. Claire Bear says, Mary Marlowe says it's her that wrote the book.
Claire, can you get me an autographed copy?
Yes. Right. Yeah, having a third degree. Yes, Chris is living evil.
Fame.
Hey, Nikki, I've missed your voice. I've missed talking to you.
I know. I think everyone's missed you.
Oh, thank you.
It's like, where's Jamie at?
Oh,
has everybody here had a peek at the book?
I mean, I don't know. But we're definitely going to talk about it.
I don't have a problem posting the link.
Yeah, I mean, shoot. Go ahead. I mean, shoot, why not? Yeah. But yeah, we'll talk about it. I mean, because I just barely got access to it, but in the introduction, it says familia instead of family. Like, what? Like, I mean, the typos are out of this world.
The reviews are pretty interesting, though.
Really? Maybe we should look at some of the reviews.
At Amazon.
Let me see if I can pull that up.
You don't even need to read. You honestly, if you don't have to read the book, there's absolutely nothing in that book that has not been in the Discovery, that she has not said in the Daily Mail or in any of her interviews. Literally, like, there's nothing.
Right. I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, it really is. It's just, it's a book of lies. And I think that in Kay's live.
Hi, Happy. Sorry.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah. Kay's live tonight. I think she was talking to the author again, and they're just pissed because people are, not.
I'm honestly I'm surprised that Kay is even entertaining this book.
I know.
It's below her. I don't even like her. I don't like her, but I'm not a fan. I'm just saying I would expect more from her.
Or maybe this is her, and because she talks a big game, but if she stands behind this, then I think it tells a lot about her.
It's shocking because from what I've read, I'm like, what? Like, this is the Cliff Notes of the Discovery Files. Yeah, that's what this book is, and that someone who claims to be as educated as Kay always claims she is, that she would coast. I don't know. It just doesn't make sense to me. I'm really disappointed in her.
Oh, well, I mean, I'm always disappointed in her. Like,
I
like
mean,
it's a
it sounds
constant thing, you know?
does sound weird saying that, but I can honestly say I did expect more from her. And
Yeah,
yeah,
I honestly don't expect much from her because she's just, but I understand, like, she has a lot of people fooled and using her.
it's not that I'm fooled. It's just when you hear her speak, like she holds herself to such
Oh,
high
yes.
standard. You
Yes.
know what I mean with her?
Oh,
Like
yeah.
she'll learn a new word and that's the word she'll use throughout the video.
Yes.
And like, but she always tries to portray herself as this intellect. And
Right.
so you see that and you hear the way that she tries so hard.
Right.
And then you get this book that looks like someone from grade 5 wrote
I
it. And
know,
I'm like,
right?
are you serious?
Right.
What?
Um, yeah. And I mean, shit's a mask. I mean, because, I mean, again, I'm not a licensed psychologist, but it's pretty obvious that she is very narcissistic and it's just a mask, really. I mean, that she wears. It's like, oh, this is my smart mask that I wear. And, I just talk myself so high and
And you
I
know what?
look.
Honestly, that is totally like, hey, if that's what she wants to do, whatever. But to back this, I would be, and she got a copy of this before anyone else, so she had already read it.
Right.
How could she read this with the the quality of it so bad, and then still promote it
I know.
and
I mean,
interview the author like it's Anne Rule? Like,
right.
what are you doing?
I know.
Oh,
Um,
it's so
I'm looking at. I don't know if you can see, but I'm
yeah.
looking at the. Thank you, Just Shelly. You're so sweet. Hello, Juliana. How are you? Yeah. So let's look at this these reviews. Okay, L'Oreal. Interesting subject, but poorly written. I bought this book for the same reasons others are buying it in an attempt to get the full story. Well, it's lies. I'm sorry, but it's very poorly written. Maybe she should have used a ghostwriter. I'm very interested in the subject matter, but it's hard to get through the book because it's rife with errors and incomplete and run-on sentences. Some of the times she doesn't even bother to spell the victims' names correctly. She
No,
claims she did a lot of research, but 98% of the book is taken right out of the discovery. And the rest feels like it's the rest is conjure and feels like yes. She didn't publish Chris's actual letters,
she did
which
not.
I know. Um, oh my gosh, that's just
The
crazy.
pictures.
Ugh.
I mean, I don't know anything about publishing books. Does it cost extra to put pictures in there?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I
Usually, true
mean,
crime books they have photos like in the
I
middle. Like,
know, right? I mean, like, I guess she definitely she gave it to the what is that
well,
the
happy if
UK
that if
Daily Mail or something?
The Daily Mail was a more interesting read.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Hello, Boo. Hey, Robbie. Hey,
Like
Grace.
Robbie's here.
Hey, KCB.
Hey, Robbie.
Yes. Hey, Kimberly Mikowski. Oh, I
Hi,
know.
Kimberly.
Poor Robbie. His wisdom. I guess he has two wisdom teeth that are left,
Oh no.
and they're cutting. So he's cutting teeth,
Wow.
right? And he's
Oh,
just yeah, poor Boo. Um, okay, let's see. Wait, I asked the person after I made sure. Okay. This book was written mostly from what's in the discovery. Chris does not give any information other than he supposedly killed the girls twice. Do not waste your time or money. If you read the discovery, which is free if you request it from Weld County, also the author should have included the actual letters. Like, you believe say that from
she
Chris
didn't.
Watt, you know? Nope. And this is somebody that's a top contributor to makeup. I wanted to like this book, but I just can't. I appreciate the information provided and the work that the author put into the book, but it's hard to read from the very beginning. The first typo, yeah, found it on the second page of, well, not, oh, there's another misspelling. Oh, Lord. The introduction, she misspelled Rusex. Oh, Lordy.
Yeah.
And Fit Family. Yeah. So anyways, this is like some of
And
the.
there's the punctuation as well. I mean, if
Yeah.
you're reading it, like it's a little, at some parts it's pretty difficult because there's not a lot of punctuation happening in certain parts. And
Right.
that it makes it, I don't know, I'm big on punctuation in books.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Right. And I mean, and it does probably, does it seem like because I mean, she was kind of like she kind of sympathizes with Chris. She tries to act like Chris who, yeah, right. Um, oh, is Antimone? Hey, Antimone. Hey, girl. Um, I think because she's justifying. I mean, she's even speaking for him now. In Kay's live, when they were talking about, let me see if I can pull that up. Tonight, she was talking about. Hold on. She tries to act like. Okay. Sorry. I'm like I have my laptop on my lap and my microphone there, and it's not the normal setup. So I
the
might.
thing that the thing that bothers me too about this book is that so much of it is her, like her opinions, like just
Ugh,
her, and it's like
right.
the thing that she's talking about narcissism, but she's not speaking of these things in a way, like in an educated way, which is very weird. Like, why
Right.
would you bring it up if you're not educated in that field
Right.
and you're not quoting anything?
Right. Oh, I
Like,
hear.
you might as well just be copying and pasting comments from Facebook and YouTube.
Right. Let me see. I'm trying to remember like what part. Because I guess they brought up how in the book Chris says that when she asked him, or when he talked about the Oxycontin or the oxycodone, and she's like, "Where did you get it from?" And he's like, "I'll take that to my death," or whatever. But
Mm-hmm.
yet, True Crime Rocket Science has a recording of that they did a little interview with him, and he says that it was in the basement. He got it from the basement. So
Oh,
that's a
the
lie.
book.
Yeah. And so, but now they're going back around and saying, well, she's like, no, I know Christopher, and he was coerced. He was coerced in saying that. And I'm like, what? Like, okay, you don't know him. Okay. Um, I need to give me, let me
She
see.
also gives weather reports.
Hold on. Oh, the weather report.
She
Hold
does
on.
that a couple of times. And when she talks about Shanann getting out of the car, she says that Shanann could hear I think she said crickets, and feel the cool Colorado air. I was like, how do you know? What are you writing? A romance novel? It's just weird. It's just very strange. The tone of the book just jumps all over the place.
Right. Hold on.
What is this?
I'm trying to find. Hold on.
Oh, I wish I could read some of these excerpts. I really do, because some of them are very questionable.
Yeah. Hold on.
But I'm not trying to get sued by
Hold on.
Kay and Cheryl.
Hold on. Hold on.
Oh, Kimberly just got the book. Where's Claire Bear? She could sign it.
Oh.
Actually, I shouldn't say that, because that's very insulting to Claire Bear for anyone to say that she wrote that book.
Right.
I apologize, Claire. I should never have associated you with that book.
Hold on. Let's see. Can you hear that?
Comments and I can what the
Can you hear it?
I can.
Hey, Twiggy. You can't hear it?
No.
Okay, let me do this again. Hold on. Okay.
Did you click the box? I just learned about that.
I know, right? It's like it's so small, and it's like, excuse me, like,
Yeah.
you know.
I just
Oh, I
realized
don't
that
think
like
I
minutes
didn't
ago.
click the damn
You
box.
actually That's so dumb.
I know. I mean,
Everything is bigger.
okay, there's it. Okay, I think Okay, let me know if you can hear it.
This is a clue that this person could
be
this way because
can you hear?
Christopher has very much the typical
Christopher
characteristics of a person that can do this kind of thing.
Oh no, she didn't. Yeah, he does. He did
this kind of thing
in helping other people. Right?
Instead of tearing things down.
People want to tear down the story because their ego has gotten involved.
Oh, God.
Right?
Can you pause for a minute?
Sure.
I have to say this again. I don't like Kay, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful at all. It's just she's just not my type of person. But she is really, really good at being a snake.
Oh, yeah.
Like to snake up to someone and be like, "No, I'm your best friend."
Oh, yeah, definitely.
She is good at that.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's
like pretending, you know what I mean? Like
to
align herself with people and be like, yeah, talk to me, you know, and then this woman's out here telling her the whole book.
I know, absolutely. You know, and it's just, oh God, it's like if people can't see by now, like why you shouldn't trust Critical K, like K, I mean, like, hello, you know?
No,
I mean,
she is really good at being she can be your best friend on cue.
She's a manipulator. She is a narcissist. Like, they have when they want something, they will tell people what they want to hear when they need to hear it, and that's it. And then once they're done with you, they're done. So it's just, yeah.
In my opinion,
but I mean,
Bloomful's comments.
Wait, let me see. Because I can't. Oh, this Critical K person is silly. Does she even know what rational? Yeah, right. I love that. So cool. Yeah. Amen. Okay, so I'm thinking.
We can go ahead and listen.
Okay, I think this is where.
And this is just my opinion. Their ego has gotten involved because of this family, his family. You know, they have triangulated so many people, myself including.
Oh.
And I kind of like
at the end of the day,
analogy for them the other day, and I sort of said that they were like prostitutes.
Right? Oh my gosh!
They go from this group to that.
She just called the Wattses prostitutes, guys.
Yeah, that's going to be her word throughout this video. Watch.
Sorry, that's my bad. Triangulated.
Yes.
They like the succubuses that they are. Well, incubuses too, because there is Ronnie. They lured me in with their prostitutious. I don't know. Prostitute like ways. I don't know. Ay, girl.
That group and this crew to that crew, and they tell them all, they make them all feel special and important. They make them all feel like they're getting the latest and greatest inside information.
Kay's autobiography.
And they just bounce around from person to person. Shanann, I want to bring you.
No,
that's literally her autobiography.
Yeah.
I think they just want to control the story.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, no.
Hello.
Crash.
What?
Well, Christopher and I had talked many times about his family being involved with social media.
Oh, come on.
Because I had warned him some of it was going on.
Then this is like silly. Okay,
Christopher and I had talked.
She's talking
many
to the
times.
person who's leading the way.
Our emotions as much as possible.
Oh, but does it? Yeah, you know what? And Kay always talks about how you need to keep your emotions out of it. But does she sound very? I feel like she sounds very emotional about this book and everything. It's like, please, that woman couldn't separate her emotions if you.
Just, I thought it was funny that she would say that she warned Christopher about social media or whatever it was.
Oh, gosh.
He was literally talking to Critical K, who is on social media.
I know, right?
All day, every day. Groups, Patreons, YouTube. Do you know who you're speaking to right now? Like,
she does, huh?
You know,
like that's just.
I don't know. It's crazy to me. Sherilyn, before I let you go,
right? Happy to the third degree.
What would Chris think about this? What would Chris think about all of this?
Oh, what would he think?
drama continued.
Ooh.
I know that he is like flabbergasted
Oh,
about
is
the
he?
fact that this case even has any social media
What?
presence at all.
I mean, why? I mean, why in the world would that happen? I mean, like, he really is flabbergasted that people are talking about this case. Like, what? Is she like out of her mind? Oh my gosh, she's such a
She's
con
just
artist.
pulling
Con
for
artist.
time.
Yeah.
She's just trying to stretch it out here.
Yeah.
What would he think? And you can answer, you can refrain from answering. I'm going to give you the floor.
Oh, how nice.
What would he
Thank
think about
you,
this,
thank
the
you.
continued antics of people who try
Antics.
to
You mean you, okay?
Like her? Yeah.
manipulate the narrative
Right, Kay?
and
Oh,
to
like you
trash
do?
you? What would he
Oh,
think about
like you do?
She wants
specifically the
to know what
people
Chris would
trying
think
to
about her.
trash you?
That's what she's trying to get at.
Well,
her.
you know, Christopher and I had talked
I hate when
many
she does that.
times about his family being involved with social media, because I had warned him it was.
I'm sorry, like, I'm having a really hard time every time she calls him Christopher. Like, I just find it strange.
And I just want to mention to Happy, she says proof that $200 and a Walmart container
Yeah.
don't make you intelligent. I'm living proof of that. That is a fact. It does not make you intelligent. Trust me, I've been trying that for a long time. Go ahead.
Yeah, you're so funny. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, but it makes me cringe every time that she says Christopher, and that she talks for him. Like, what?
I think it was really silly to ask Cheryl, what would Christopher think when she had an actual relationship with Christopher's family
I
for
know.
months? I know she knows what he thought. I'm
I
sure she
know.
already knows.
Yeah, and that they were very active in social media and everything. It's like, come on. It's just.
And he was being told that they were not involved in any social media.
Oh, really?
So he would hold
Wait,
another
back
lie.
that.
Another lie.
She's talking about the Watts family, right?
Yes, so she's saying
they're
Chris.
not really on social media, are they?
Oh, yeah, I mean, like, they're on the Facebook groups. They're really heavy. Oh, yeah. And then Jamie Watts, his sister, was actually have you heard of Web Sleuths?
Yeah.
She was verified on there. Okay, so
I didn't.
You know, like, I think that they were very much involved in that.
But Chris, that's a weird question to ask. Like, why does Chris give a shit?
I mean, I don't. I think because she's leading. What she's trying to do is frame the narrative that because people are saying that, and I say it, that Chris is like Mary Marlowe, like armchair, and a lot of people are finally coming to this realization that they're actually fueling his lies. They're giving him all these.
Oh yeah, they're planting
lies
seeds all over the place.
Oh yeah, they don't need to feel proud of themselves on that, But I think what she's trying to say, because with the book and everything, she's trying to be like, oh no, he wasn't lying, like, and he doesn't hear anything about social media, like, come on, or something.
Well,
I don't know.
I don't know if you caught it, but when she asked about the whole social media and his family, and Cheryl said, or the author, I think she said that Chris didn't know about his family or something like that. And I think she says that she told him. And I thought, that's kind of rude. Like, why are you... That's the way it seemed to me. You might have to go back a couple of seconds, but it seemed to me like she kind of ratted his family out. That's the way it seemed. I might have misheard it. But when she said he didn't know, and then I think she said she told him or something.
Oh, he knows. I mean, he absolutely knows.
The floor. What would he think about the continued antics of people who
antics?
try
You
to
mean you? Okay.
manipulate the narrative and to trash you? What would he think about specifically the people trying to trash you?
Well, Christopher and I had talked many times about
Christopher and I,
his family being involved with social media, because I had warned him it was some of it was going on.
She warned him. Okay.
Yeah,
he was being told that they were not involved in any social media. So he would hold fast to that his family was not involved in anything.
Oh, okay.
And it wasn't
Why
going
would
on.
she tell him that? Why?
So
I
know that
know.
he
Who does this woman think she is? I'm sorry,
She's
but
really, I'm not
God.
defending Chris. I'm not defending anyone. I'm just saying that she's really overstepping boundaries.
She is, man. Like over and over
Like, she
again.
thinks she's his publicist, his
I know.
therapist, his everything.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Oh, right, Annie. Chris watches Mary, as Mary says. I'll play some of Mary's videos because it's creative
Solely
comedy.
critical K case. What is Nikki? Fuck. What it Happy says? Solely in a critical K case. I don't know.
What do you mean by that? Happy to the third degree.
No. Okay, when she was talking about the $200 Walmart thing. No. Yeah, no, I understand what you were saying. I was just making a joke.
Oh, yeah.
Because I have a laptop I got from Walmart, and like I thought I was just fucking with myself.
That's funny.
That sounds so bad. No, forget it. Go ahead.
No, it's okay. No, I completely got what you were saying.
That was the author that burped.
What?
Did you hear that? The author let loud. Yeah.
Oh my God, hold on.
Are
you kidding me?
No, it was loud.
See, hold on.
And to trash you. What would he think about specifically the people trying to trash
And first
you?
of all, like she has a like, what is going on? Can you just stay? And like, I think they just had too many adult beverages that night. You know what I mean? Like just too much, and she had to belch.
Chardonnay.
Well, Christopher and I had.
Oh my God!
I know.
Like I thought, oh my God. At first, that's why I was like that. But she literally burped. Oh my God. I got to listen to that again. I'm sorry. But what kind of fucking interview is this?
Animal. Well, she did write a book.
What would he think about this? The continued antics of people who try to manipulate the narrative.
Like you did.
And to trash you. What would he think about specifically the people trying to trash you?
Well,
oh my God.
Oh my God.
Like I'm just like,
the second time it sounded so much funnier. Why am I laughing at a burp?
But it's just because like it's supposed to be a serious topic. And like,
oh my God. Like a fucking turtle.
I mean, it's just ridiculous. Like,
in my defense, you guys, I'm really sick right now, and I have a raging fever, and I feel high.
Oh my gosh, you feel great.
Yeah.
Hey, Karen.
So if I act crazy, that's
sounds like a pug. She sounds like a pug. That's funny. I know. I mean, it's like what the hell? I wouldn't last long. Oh yeah, I was blocked again after she went off on me, but it's worth it. I don't like her. That's just ridiculous. I can't even take this seriously.
Many times about his family being involved with social media because I had warned him that what was going on, and he was being told that they were not involved in any social media.
I'm just like, what?
So he would hold fast to that his family was not involved in any of it.
Sure.
And it wasn't going on. So I know that he loved it, that he knew how things were. But part of that too is because he would be very happy for all that to die down in that type of back and forth with his family.
Hey, Mary, get in here, girl.
Social media.
Given the evil act, an example to help other couples and help other families.
So I mean,
hold on.
I can only take him at what he says.
Oh, really? Because he's a liar.
It's odd because I think everybody has to decide for themselves how they feel about Christopher. There's so many lies that have been told. There's so many bad things that have been done. So I don't know. How do we draw the line and say, okay, now he's being honest?
Right.
I don't know the answer to that.
Right.
Right.
And that's the
Right,
awesome thing
right.
about your book is that
Oh,
you
it is. It's
you present
awesome.
these letters and people can look at his letter and look at his words sort of through a prism of
Oh, prison.
their own journey
Hmm.
on
What
throughout
are we
this
looking at
past
stores
year,
and
their own
on
journey
LSD
throughout
or
this past
something?
year. I think everybody's going to come up with how they feel, but I'm telling you, there's been overwhelmingly positive response. There has been
Oh, really?
overwhelmingly. You have a
Overwhelmingly.
lot of people. I've seen so much growth, and I know you're not on
Oh,
Facebook. You
really?
don't go in the
A lot
groups.
of
You don't
growth.
participate in any of that, and I'm
Mm.
jealous because I wish I didn't have to. I wish I didn't have
Then
to.
shut your damn Facebook down.
I hate you for that. I'm like, why couldn't I be like that? But Sherilyn, what you're missing is
I hate you
missing,
for that.
I know it's easy to concentrate on the negative. I know it is.
Coerced into making it.
Oh God, here we go.
Yeah,
Here we go.
you
Here it
do.
is.
You
Here it
need
is,
to be
guys.
proud that you've done that.
Ready? Are you ready for this?
No matter how it's happened, every bump in the road, every storm, right? We talked about that today, that there's storms and every journey you're going to have storms.
Prolific
And I'm going to close with a quote from Alexander Dumas.
Before you do that, can I say one thing?
You got it. Go ahead.
I'm looking at some of the comments coming up, and I think people might have
Hey, Mary, come on, girl.
Yeah. I've got a couple of questions. One person asking about the phone call the other night with Christopher.
And they're talking about
prison that he made about the oxy. The one thing I can say about that is in listening to that and knowing Christopher the way that I do, he was extremely angry during that phone call.
Okay.
I believe he was coerced into making it. I'm not sure what it was all about.
And I agree with you on that.
Yeah, to say, the oxy was in the container in the basement.
That sounds very angry.
Never heard that before.
Okay.
Also, there's several people that I think came in late and they're asking about the pre-orders again.
Okay. So yeah, that's where she talks about how, knowing Christopher like I do, he was very angry when he did. It's like, excuse me, and he was coerced. Like what? Like what? Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can. I think it's True Crime Rocket. I think True Crime Rocket Science. Okay. Let me see here. Oh, sorry if the fan noise bothers you. Guys, let's see. I'm trying. Okay, let's see. Okay. Wait, no. Here we go. Where did he? Okay, right here. Hold on. Okay, so this is from True Crime Rocket Science. Let's see. And before I pay it, hold on. Pay it. Pay it. Hold on. Oh, okay. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Oh my gosh. Oh God, I'm gonna have to play this. Okay, I can't wait to play that. Thank you, Nikki. You're awesome.
I thought I was almost certain you had heard that.
Oh no, because I've taken the past week. That
was
week
really shocking.
Yeah, I'll play that.
Did you hear it first?
Not yet.
Listen to it first. Just listen to it first. Sorry, you guys.
Okay. Yeah, let me do that. And so I was going. Let's see. I was going to play. Wait, okay. So this is the Where Did I Get the Oxy with Chris Watts communicating from prison. And this is True Crime Rocket Science. So he originally said he would take his knowledge about where he got the oxycodone to his grave. This led to gossip and speculation. A source close to the family reached out to Crime Rocket to clear the air. This is Watts' statement recorded in a recent telephone call with Watts' permission from Dodge Correctional. Okay, let's see. Hold on. Okay.
In North Carolina.
I don't think you're going to want to play that.
And he responded with conflicting story.
Okay, hold on.
American writer Shanann.
Okay, so what were you saying? really quick? What were you saying?
I just thought you should hear it first before.
Okay.
I don't know if you're going to want to play that.
Oh God. Okay. Oh, okay. So I'm gonna play this, and I'm gonna go to the bathroom. So and I'll listen to what you sent me while I'm going to the bathroom. So and you can kind of commentary on this. So this is True Crime Rocket Science. He's sharing
Oh, I
this.
like his videos.
Yeah, he's sharing the audio of Chris saying he got the oxycodone from the basement. So, and like, trust me, I mean, I myself, I have like a stash of medications. And my dad was like that too, even though he doesn't even take medications really. But when he'd be prescribed it, he would just keep it forever, maybe just because. But I think it's pretty normal to have a stash of medications.
I'm a pharmacy.
Yeah, me too. Okay. Let's just be real. You know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, like with my kidney problems and like, my anxiety and my, depression.
Holy shit. I just looked at the chat and like, I've never seen this many icons.
Oh,
I love it. It's so pretty.
Yeah.
Pumpkins.
And I call it like, we're going to get back on the Halloween thing. I call it Limonween. And so like Limonween, so we'll do that like we normally do the ghost stories and stuff. But I'll play this. I'm gonna go to the bathroom really quick, and I'll be back, and I'll play that while I'm in the bathroom to myself. So, okay, here we go. Be back.
Shanann Cadle. Near the end of the article, the following information appeared. Cadle asked him about the claims that Watts gave his wife oxycodone, and he responded with conflicting stories, saying he had given it to her twice, once at her parents' home in North Carolina to try to cause a miscarriage, and then immediately before her death. He later contradicted himself and said he only gave it to her once in North Carolina.
Frog the pug.
I asked him where he got the oxy, and he told me that it is one of the things he will take to his death, Cadle wrote. The moment Chris Watts said that he used
Twiggy,
oxycodone,
I think
he actually used
telling that author shit.
He actually referenced
to make her think she was going to write like this great book.
OxyContin in the letter.
That's why I think he was telling her, like,
but wouldn't say where he got it from. It said a cat amongst the pigeons. On the Crime Rocket forums, people immediately began to spread rumors and gossip. This prompted stern warnings, at least from Crime Rocket, for folks to cease and desist. And the reason was, what they didn't realize was by simply attaching a name to this new murderous spiel, they were actually potentially implicating someone as an accessory in triple murder. I don't think this was intentional, and I don't think Watts or anyone else foresaw this possibility. But you can imagine what it felt like to be one of those names thrown in the hat, and there have been a few. Crime Rocket has certainly been clear from the get-go that Chris Watts alone is guilty and responsible for the Watts family murders. Following this turn of events, a source close to the Watts family contacted Crime Rocket on October 5th and provided the following statement, which is from Chris Watts himself. Not only was the statement transcribed and sent via email, but several audio clips of the conversation from Dodge Correctional, in terms of from a phone call made from Dodge Correctional, was provided to Crime Rocket as well. In order to not include the responses to some of the statements made during this conversation, the audio was sort of separated into several clips. So there isn't the original audio, but that includes sort of responses from the person he was talking to. And for reasons of anonymity, that's been kind of redacted or removed from the audio. it's important to be clear that Chris Watts consented to this, to these statements being sent to and published on Crime Rocket. So there's no underhand recording made without his knowledge.
I wish I could control this video.
Chris Watts and the family would like to clear up any confusion about where he got the oxy from. I do think that it's interesting that, you know, when he made that very stern's not really the word. He made that very almost severe statement that, you know, he would take this knowledge to his grave. I think he got a lot of pressure from his family to be specific that someone else didn't provide him with
I think
oxycodone or Oxycontin.
by the end of this
And
video,
so interestingly,
I'll
he's
post
not
the
taking
link
this information to the grave.
to the. There's a link for.
Oh, I'm so sharing that. I'm so sharing it. I am so sharing.
Did you hear it?
Oh my God!
What?
Bitch.
You're gonna play that?
That fucking yeah, I am. Hell yeah! Oh, guys, like
you've never heard that. I didn't know that. I assumed that you had heard that.
No. So guys, here and people, I mean, other than I think we all can see the obvious about Kay, but here's a little thanks to Jay for Justice, a little clip of her admitting something about me and Jennifer.
This was October 12th.
Okay, let me okay, stop that. Let's see. Okay, I'm just gonna put this back now.
Just Shelly, the guy that was speaking, the man that was speaking in the video is the guy I believe he's from the Crime Rocket website. Is that who he is?
Yeah, that's True Crime Rocket.
Is he Nick?
Yes, Vanderleek or something. Yeah. Okay, so Jay.
But before you play this, let me just tell you, I honestly thought that you had heard that because.
Yeah, I've been sharing the other, the other.
You've been busy. I wasn't thinking that was posted.
Right. I hadn't, I would check in here and there, drop in on people's lives. I would, can't.
But I also wanted to mention one quick thing, which is what I was getting to. So there is a PDF link, a link to the PDF version of the entire book for free.
Yeah.
That I'll post at the end of this live.
Yeah.
And because if we post it now, everyone's going to run to read it. And I haven't even read the whole thing. So I figure at the end of this, we'll post the link. Everyone go ahead and read it. And maybe in a day or two, when we come back, we can talk about it and everyone will know what we're talking about. And everybody can, I guess it would also be interesting to hear what issues. Oh, here we go. Okay. Prepare yourselves.
Prepare. This is Jay for Justice, and this is Kay, I guess, ranting and raving. And so, guys, when you join Kay's Patreon, you also become a sounding board and an emotional proxy for her rage and anger and her inability to self-reflect.
I think you're about to piss off everyone in this chat.
I don't think so.
When they hear this?
Oh, meaning towards her? I hope so. Guys, this is Kay. This is who Kay is, okay?
Behind the scenes.
Yeah. Let me make sure you can tell me you can hear it.
Not emotional.
Oh yeah, emotions are out of it, guys, okay? Please. Okay, this girl, like I said,
she's above that.
Oh yeah, please.
And the reason, fuck that. You know what? I'll talk after because
okay, so let me know that you can hear it. I want to make sure I cringe.
Janet, are you fucking high?
Can you hear that?
Yep.
Okay. Here we go.
Fucking high. I never went after cans. Never fucking went after cans. It was brought.
Okay, hold on. Cans is supposedly the ex-girlfriend of Chris Watts. Right?
I just wanted to hold on 1 second. I just wanted to say something about the video. So because Jamie's playing the video from the beginning, and it's only like a 3 minutes and 18 seconds, but the most important part of this video starts at 57 seconds. So everything before that is just her,
yelling and
an
screaming.
example of her. But pay attention when it gets to 57 seconds.
Yeah, because she's going to talk about me. And yeah, here we go.
Brought to my attention today that Cans was in a group that hates on me. All I did was question why Cans is in a group that hates on me. How is that fucking going after her? You tell me that. How is that going after her?
Like that.
I've never
once
threatened to go real life on anyone.
Listen.
Anyone except Jamie Lyman, who was accusing me of crime, and Jennifer, who was accusing me of a crime. What?
So wow, like not only
was going to go real life on you.
Yeah, she's never threatened to go real life on anybody but me, who she just doxed me within her group, because not everybody is privy to my name, my first and last name. So she just gladly gave that out, my first and last name, and saying that. And when did I accuse her of a crime? Oh,
I thought she said crying.
No, a crime, because of the whole thing with her leaking Cindy Watts's book, because she loves to leak books, as we can see. And again, why does anybody trust her? Because now Cheryl's book is leaked for everybody to get for free. So
did you see that video?
No. Is that from Jay?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll play that. Yeah. But yeah, so this Critical K is just bad. She's just a bad person.
And the fuck are you even talking about?
Lord.
You are insane.
She's crazy. Oh yeah. Her telling someone,
for her to say to someone else, you are fucking insane, is equivalent to me to telling people that they need to go on birth control. Well, meanwhile, I have 6 children.
Yeah. The what is it? The pot calling the kettle black or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, and she literally calls them her monkeys. Like, she doesn't even hide the fact. She's like, you're my flying monkeys. Like, I mean,
that's gross.
She calls them her monkeys. And
you know what I think? I think that a lot of them are friends with her because they're so terrified.
There's nothing to be terrified with her. She's so, like, I laugh at her. Like, there's nothing, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, because she's a narcissist, and she's an alpha kind of personality, she can sometimes have this dominating, quote unquote, like presence. But when it gets down to the, brass tacks, it's like she crumbles. Like, when I went into her live, if she doesn't have it pre-written, she can't handle it. Like, I mean,
definitely.
Right? And then she was just like, well, and she just goes for the low blows. I mean, that's so immature, and that just shows lack of intelligence. When you cannot, like, I don't ever pre-write anything that I talk, and yeah, is it always like perfect or this monologue like she does? No. But
she behaves like a petulant child.
Yes. Oh yeah. Yeah.
That's what she behaves.
Oh yeah, that's what narcissists do. Yeah, that's what they do. They're like, when they cannot stand,
histrionic personality disorder. She has some strong traits in that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And again, we're not licensed, but this is just speculating. We can speculate what, some of the things some of the characteristics she has, but there's just no denying that. I mean, she is the textbook, and they just cannot stand to have any criticism. And it's just ironic that her name is Critical K, because she couldn't take that, anybody being critical to her.
it's funny you just said that, because I'm looking up histrionic personality disorder, and as soon as you said that, one of the things it says is that they can't, that they're excessively sensitive to criticism or disapproval.
Oh yeah, but yet they just hand it out like candy. You know, they feel like they have to tell everybody when they've misbehaved or when they are wrong, or put them
And
in
then
their
punish them.
punish, yeah. But yet they can't take anything. It's like, what? Somebody said something negative about me. Fucking shut them down. Fuck them. How dare them? I'm coming after them. You know, it's like, what the hell? Like, get a grip on yourself, you know? I mean, it's
The
just
thing is, if she wants to do like, and this is the thing that I've noticed with so many people in this community, it's like that they can't handle someone saying something bad about them or something that they disagree with. It always turns into a war. And I'm like, holy shit. If some, who, like, just let it go. I mean, we can all be petty. I'm petty as fuck. But I'm not talking about like going real life and hurting people.
right, exactly. And I mean, hi Catherine Clapham. Yeah, so she the fact that, okay, I think what she's alluding to when she says about me accusing her of a crime, what I said is that the leaked PDF of Cindy Watts's book, there was something strange that happened. No, it wasn't the leaked. I'm sorry. It wasn't the leaked one that you could find on Reddit. But then you couldn't find it anymore and you had to email somebody to get it. Sounds really strange.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. But the one that was from her Patreon, I think, like when I opened it, I tried to open it like from my computer, and it was prompting me to download this thing called, what was it? What was it? Damn it. It was called, like I'm going blank on the name. Hold on. Doxxillion, which that name in itself, Dox, was
Yeah.
little, and I looked it up, and it disguises itself as something, but it's unnecessary, and it's most likely like an open door-ish type thing where they could potentially, infiltrate on some level. And so I just mentioned that, and I wouldn't put that past her. You know what I mean? And the fact that she's sitting here doxing me in her group and threatening to go real life and all this. I mean, but there's a reason why she put Cindy Watts's book out like that. It wasn't hers to do. I don't agree with Cindy Watts's book or anything, but that's still her intellectual property. And what Kay did was stealing. So yeah, you are a thief. Like, you can't take somebody's property of any kind and then charge people to read it and have access to it. That is like that's
well, they'll lose money for one, if they're giving it out for free, and obviously she cannot be trusted because that author of the letters from Christopher gave her a copy of the book, and she leaked it. Not only did she leak the book, she was reading it to her Patreons and having people pay money to listen to her read it. So she was profiting off of that book.
And no, she gave that big, like, long thank you speech because her Patreon was blowing up now because, and it's like, because you're providing something that is not yours to provide, and you're charging for it. I mean, I'm sorry, like, that's just how it is. And yeah, so, and I, that's just the truth, Kay. You can't handle it. Well, then, like you said, you might need to take some time off of social media.
Sorry, I'm just trying to get back to the book because there was something that I wanted to mention.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I think that was it, right? I think that was it.
I thought, Yeah, I just didn't think that was right to say, that she would go real life because you accused her of a crime. Are you fucking kidding me? Grow the fuck up.
I mean, exactly. It's like, and her and I, which Mary Marlowe, I mean, it's like, Mary Marlowe, do yourself a favor, like, just shut up. Because it's like, she cannot get anything right. And it's like, if you're going to do it right. Research it. I know you don't like to do work. I know you want everybody to do everything for you, but you got it completely wrong. Hypocritical. Sorry. Critical K's name is not Audrey. Okay. So, and you're doxing somebody that used to be one of your followers. So it's like, hello, wake up, Earth to Mary. It's like, you don't have anything cracked, because that's not Kay. Kay, we all know Kay's name. Her name is Karen Marie. So, and it's out there. I mean, it's out there. She's even said it. It's out there. But I won't. But her first name is Karen. She goes by Kay.
But we all have. I mean, everyone has names, addresses, like anything that someone, like if Kay, for example, talking about going real life, anything that she can do to hurt you can be done to her.
Exactly.
So that's why I don't understand why people can, like, some people, they make those threats, they try to intimidate people, or some of them actually do it. And I think to myself, like, why would you're literally a sitting fucking duck. Because if you start doing that, it can be done to you.
Exactly. I mean,
there's no need for that.
Yeah, there isn't. And, because even with Mary, I mean, like, I call her out, I'll do parodies of her, but do I go real life ever like that? No.
I honestly, I have to disagree with you 100% when it comes to Mary Marlowe, because I feel like she is such a waste. Seriously, like, like when you talk about her, and I think to myself, she's a lost cause.
Yeah, she is.
And I'm not saying that to be malicious. I'm serious. Like, she's not, if you hear the things that she says and her conspiracy theories, it's like, you can't there's no rationalizing that. There's, you know what I mean? Like, and I look at her and I think, what? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But I don't get, like, you can't make sense of her.
Nope.
And it's not like she's I don't know who I can use. Okay, critical case. So we know that she's done her research in this case. That much we can give her, right? Mm-hmm. And she seems to know what she's talking about, even though she's bitchy about it. She does know a lot about this case, and she's coherent. Mary Marlowe is not.
No.
And if, like, she thinks there's people in her phone.
I know. Literally. Like, she literally thinks, and that's why we just kind of had a little fun with it. But, Space Monster and I, but, literally saying it's like a Wreck-It Ralph situation. But I mean, and she still says on almost every video, she still brings me up, calls me lemon fuck or whatever, because she never can get names right. But she says Granny Fanny is the master troll. It's like, no, he was actually on your side, you idiot. Like,
Granny Fanny's getting kicked all over the place. Like, I've been noticing, like, so many people are, first they like him, then they don't. They're saying he's this, he's that, he's a hacker, and I'm like, what? I don't agree with anything he says. I don't agree with his opinions on this case at all. But I don't know a lot about him, but I really don't think he's, running around trying to, assassinate everyone.
Right. Yeah.
I don't agree with him, though. I think that he's wrong in what he says. But then, I mean, I've heard that people have said he's done things that are absolutely fucking terrible. I don't know if they're true or not. So I have to, be careful.
Yeah, exactly. And, there's just a lot of crap that gets, a lot of, I mean, guys, like, you think like the drama on the surface is bad. Like, you think that what we can see and what we witness, I mean, you have no idea compared to the underground. It's pretty terrifying. The links that people will go to, like Kay, that literally happens all the time. They do real life constantly. So it's ridiculous. Hold on, I need to write something. Hold on. Okay. I just sent you something. Okay. I don't see it. I just look through the entire chat. What is it?
Pardon me?
Oh, really, Catherine?
What?
Jamie, be careful. CK is coming after you, and she's trying to get info on you, asking the gang on Facebook to find out info.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Kay, you're a coward. But why don't you just hop on right now? You want to know something about me, then get on and talk to me. Quit being a coward. Quit being, this scared little wannabe that just has to go around and, like, do what you call real life stuff, getting your quote unquote flying monkeys to do your evil work for you. It's like you don't have any right to that. And do you want somebody coming after you like that? I mean, would it be okay if I did that to you? I mean, I don't stoop low like that. I'm not like I'm not, your actions are beneath me in that sense. But quit being a coward and face me. Talk to me.
And all of this, like all of her behavior that I've seen, is she wants to be in control of fucking everyone. She wants to be able to tell you what you can say and what you can't say. She wants to be able to tell all of her mods or whatever who they can talk to and who they can't talk to and what they can say and what they can't say.
Exactly.
And if you're on YouTube just like she is and you're giving your opinions and she doesn't like them, and then she flies into a colossal temper tantrum, and then she goes straight to, how can I punish her? How dare she?
Just like a
no, how fucking dare you, Kay? Like, who the fuck do you think you are? Honestly, like, who does she think she is? She's no different than any one of us that are sitting on YouTube. And if you don't like what, if she doesn't like what you're saying, then how about fuck off?
Yeah, fuck off.
Go worry about your Patreon. Go worry about your fucking monetized videos now.
And because like you always say, oh, they need to have tough skin. You can't handle it. It's like if you can't handle what you dish out, then you just look pathetic. Because I can handle it. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm just as sensitive as anybody else. I'm not a narcissist. I'm an empath. But like, I have integrity. I have standards. I have morals. And
she's just a bully.
You're a bully. Exactly. And, like, oh, and trust me, that doesn't scare me.
You know what? You must really fucking intimidate her.
I guess so.
Because if it's only you and J is for Justice,
I know
that she wants to go to real life with, right? She must really be intimidated by you.
Yeah. And, have you ever, this is one thing too with narcissists and people like that, when they're guilty of something, it's like they become even angrier at you because of it, especially if you're onto them or you have some bit of knowledge. Oh man, like they will project on you like nothing, like no other. It's like, and that's what she's doing. Obviously, I guess, Kay, it's kind of obvious, maybe, I don't know. You're acting pretty guilty. If that got you so, your feathers all ruffled up, it's like, and it's like, guys, trust me, like, and I appreciate any kind of warning because, Kay is the type of person that she likes to, make people believe that she's like, so many steps, but be in front of other people. But she's just like she flies off the handle, and that kind of statement actually just makes me laugh. You know what I mean? Because she makes people with her trigger words and her fuck you and fuck this and blah, 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 foaming at the mouth like a rabid, dog. So emotional, like she wants people to believe that she's so scary, but that's all tactics. That's the narcissist tools right there. They make you believe she's nothing but a scared little girl who's throwing a little tantrum. That's who she is. And you know what? If she does anything to me, you best believe I will go to the police and I'll do whatever I fucking have to do. Because, if she wants to take it real life, but she can just stand up and like, if has any ounce of integrity, then she would stand up and she would face me. She'd quit like having a
chance. Or she would just let it go.
Yeah, just let it go, or face me, like, and she'll be like, "Well, you're not worth it," or, "Well, obviously I am," like, because you're just throwing this big fit and getting all your quote unquote monkeys to go and do all this trying to find dirt on me. You want to know things about me, Kay? Then come to me and ask me. Like, quit with the childish, just antics. I mean, it's just so pathetic and sad, and ugh.
Well, it would be really nice if she was willing to just call a truce and just let it go. Like, this is getting ridiculous. Talking about going to real life, like, honestly, it's juvenile and it's so fucking inappropriate.
It is. And I mean, like I said, this is YouTube, and when we are a creator, we put ourselves out there. Now, I've always said that no, it doesn't mean you have to have thicker skin, but you can't go around acting a certain way, saying things or treating people a certain way, and then be like, "Oh my God, how dare you?" if you say anything back to them. It's just like, that's just so, ugh, I just can't stand that kind of mentality. So, and I'll call her out a million times over, but the thing is that to me, it just continues to show that they are just like scared. There are these scared people that just can't face the music, and I don't feel sorry for them. It's just, I don't know, it's just face the music, like, just deal with the shit. And there's no need to go all crazy and do bad things to people off of the computer. It's just face it. And I'm like, how I am. I'm always open. I'm like, look, let's talk, come, let's talk this out, or just let's get, whatever. But some people are just really, they're a lost cause, it's like, I don't know. So, but yeah, anybody that gets any updates or hears anything about Kay, just keep me in the loop, because she's just kind of, what can we compare her to? Like, she has like have you seen like the Twilight? I love the Twilight movies. Did you ever watch any of those?
Oh, no.
Okay, well, so like, it's about vampires and all that stuff. And they talk about, like, I guess they have within the vampire, there's a group of like the head vampires that kind of, they're the ones that kind of police the other vampires, if you will, have a little code of ethics or rules that you don't break. And one of them is that you can't make an immortal child, because a lot of vampires were turning their children or babies into vampires. And there's nothing like, think about a child that, has the strength to kill a whole village, right? And drain their blood, but they have the mentality of a toddler. So they can never really be taught self-control. And so that's what Kay reminds me of, like a baby that was turned into a vampire, and you just can't. It's throwing a big, when it throws a tantrum, a whole village gets taken out. You know what I mean? And that's kind of how it just reminds me.
I
Yes.
just found this part in the book
Uh-huh.
that I wanted to. There's a few parts that I actually I wasn't sure if I wanted to read them, because I don't know if, I could get into trouble, but fuck it.
Reading,
I'm going to go ahead and read it anyway.
Yeah. And I mean, it's already out there. I mean, that's the thing. It's already leaked. So let me see if I can at least share like a screenshot of it. So what part are you thinking about?
Where's the page?
Let's see.
58.
Okay, let's see.
Let me know when you've got it up. Oh, I can see. Okay. So if you scroll down to, there's the first paragraph.
Well, first, let me just show the lovely introduction here. I'm gonna, so here we go. As you read the true story of Christopher Watts, the familia, Spanish for family, murderer, that's a typo. You may think you are reading about a Hollywood horror film. As I was writing, many times it felt more like things I have seen in a movie. However, this is a true story. Let me see if I can find the part of where he misspells the Rusaks. Hold on. Or she, excuse me. Oh, yeah, right here. Rusaks. RZUECKS. No, it's RZUCEKS.
So on page 58, second paragraph, it says, she says,
where is the pages? Hold on. Oh, okay.
At the bottom. It says, on the morning of October 13, Christopher checked out of his mind and allowed the thoughts he had been entertaining to become a reality. Now, this is where it gets ridiculous.
Okay, let me get.
She says,
keep going. Yeah.
Okay, she says, what was inside of him seemed to have taken over. The monster that had been growing needed to satisfy its craving for a human soul. Several human souls.
Oh my God.
Now it was too late, and the most unbelievable and dark act was about to play out. And she puts the address.
Yeah.
Like, really? Really? He had a quest for a thirst or whatever for human souls?
Oh my God.
I don't think that's what was going on.
For a human soul.
Like, that's something you would expect from a serial, like a Richard Ramirez type.
Or a I don't know, Satanist or something. Like, what?
That's the weirdest. Like, and by the way, and Jamie and I talked about this before we, did this video. Just so you guys know, she included in this book the part where Shanann was talking to her friends about masturbation being a stress reliever. Now, explain to me why that needed to be in the book.
Right. That's just like, that's private, and
it's irrelevant. It's totally irrelevant.
Embarrassing, if you will. Like, kind of almost like she did that on purpose, like to kind of embarrass Shanann. So let me see if I can. What I'll do. What?
Hold on, I'm so sorry. Wait, I have to. I'm sorry for keeping interrupting you, but I have to read this one part because I want
it, and I have to use a restroom again. Okay, I drank some Bang, and you know how that goes. Okay. So you read, and I'll be right back.
Okay. Where is it?
Okay, girl.
Where is it? Sorry, you guys. I had it here. Oh, okay. This part made me sick. So, and this is in the book. This is a quote from the book. Had she known, and she's talking about Shanann, had she known that would be the last time that she would see her babies, she probably would have gone to each of them and lay next to them and sweetly kissed each of them, telling them she would see them in heaven in a few hours. Are you fucking kidding me? If Shanann knew that she was about to be murdered, she would go and kiss her little girls and say, "We're going to meet in heaven." I have a feeling that if Shanann knew, she would have snatched up her babies and ran out of that house. Like, that is the most ridiculous shit. Oh, that made me so disgusted. Like, if she knew that was the last time, like, oh my God, this book is so gross. It's just gross. And there's literally nothing in this book that we don't know. Nothing. Um it's just weird. I don't know. It's just when you guys read it, you're going to be confused because she's all over the place. She repeats herself so many times. There's times where she's speaking as herself, and then there's times that she's speaking for Chris or as Chris, and she doesn't let the reader know. So it's very confusing. And a lot of it is just her rambling, like her opinions. And yeah, and again, the actual letters are not in the book. There is one letter that she put in the book, but it's typed out, like she typed it out in the book as opposed to an actual photograph of it. So I have no idea why. The fact that she called the book Letters from Christopher sounds to me like clickbait. She definitely, I think she was just an opportunist, honestly. I think that she had her only intentions were to catch his attention, and she did do that with, when she started talking about religion and scripture, and he fell for it. Um and I think the whole time she knew that that's what she was going for, because she has said that she will not be visiting him anymore, nor will she be keeping in contact with him. And I thought about that, and I thought, you're a snake. You are an actual snake. You never went to Christopher or wrote to Christopher because you cared. You didn't want to share, Bible readings or prayer meetings or whatever it was she claimed at first. No. If that were the case, she would continue to go and see Chris. She would continue to keep in contact with him. But as soon as she got what she want, not that he fucking deserves it, because he doesn't, but I'm just saying, as soon as she got what she wanted, she cut them off. I mean, this is a woman who was driving hours to go and sit with him for 5 hours at a time and buying him food, portraying herself to be this caring, concerned, grandmotherly type of person, just to gain his trust. And honestly, I mean, I can't say I'm glad she fucked him over like that, but it does say a lot about her character. You're right. Yep, exactly, Grace. Blood money. That's exactly what it is. I would like to I would like for someone like, you know, an actual writer to write a book, like an Anne Rule type of book on the case. That would be interesting. But this shit, It's glorified toilet paper. What? And yeah, and you know what's funny too? This was hilarious to me. So she did the interview with Kay, and then she did an interview with Scott Reich, and then Armchair Detective threw out a little 3 or 4 minute video announcing that she was going to be doing an interview with him. She was going to be on live with him. And then I think a couple of hours later, he did another video and he said that she couldn't do this interview because now that the book was released, she had to follow the rules. Like she had to get permission from her publishers and all that legal stuff. So she had to back out of being on his show. But he said, she's a fan of his little show and she watches his videos and she's going to be on there as soon as she can work it out with her publishers. And next thing you know, she's on Kay's live again. Like, Armchair, excuse me. I thought that was hilarious.
Okay, I'm here. Okay. That's what I call it. I call it blood money, like this book. Is that, I'm not sure what. So because of the fact that, oh wait, hold on. I'm like, what is, I can hear.
Yes,
Okay.
Grace, she definitely needed an editor.
Supposedly there was an editor listed on there.
Who was it? Miss fucking Mensa?
I know, right? I mean, yeah, like I think we're let me see. In the very beginning, she says that the editor is, hold on. Wait, where is that? Okay.
Is Bob the Builder.
Bob the Builder. Edited by Gail Mercalli. Gail Mercalli.
Can you spell that? I want to look her up.
It's Merhalski. Meralski. I'm sorry, I thought there was a K there for the Meralski. Did I say Meralski or yeah, Meralski? Gail Meralski. So, I mean, but I don't know. I mean, it's just by now.
Is there an H? Did you say MERH?
Let's see. Okay, it's MERHALSKI. So I guess she quoted this poem about love. Love never dies a natural death. It dies because we don't know how to replenish its source.
That's bullshit.
Yeah, it dies of blindness and errors and betrayals. It dies of illness and wounds. It dies of weariness, of witherings, of tarnishings. By Anise Nin. Oh, what? Lord. Let's see.
She also says in the book that, how did that go? She said that Nikki, at first, Nikki had no idea that Chris was married or that he had children because he didn't wear a wedding ring and he never told her. But I think it was the second or third email where she mentions to him.
Exactly.
And also, she writes that when he was leaving Survey 319, that Nikki texted him the lyrics to the song Battery by Metallica. No, Chris sent it to her.
Right. Exactly.
So she can't even fact check properly. And you know what, honestly, but just that alone makes Nikki look guilty. To me, it sounds like it. Like,
yeah, they're trying to make her, they're trying to.
It does. It makes it look like she's involved somehow, that she would send him the lyrics to that right after he's dumped his family. But she didn't. Mm-hmm. He sent it to her.
Yeah, exactly.
And even in the interviews with the police, they were talking to him about that. Like, why did he look those lyrics up? And she's got it in her book that Nikki sent it to him.
Yeah, I mean, do you know the page?
Right? I'll find it.
Sometimes it dies from abuse. Yes. And even then, sometimes it doesn't still die, despite, unfortunately. Oh, yeah. So, okay, let me get back over here. Where did it go? There we go. Okay. So, this is when starting this project. This is the intro. I reached out to both the Watts and the Rusicks, because she didn't spell it right, but the Rusicks, about having a voice in the book. Sandy Rusick, she misspelled it again, declined, and that was understandable, as the project started just 5 months after the murders. The Watts family was more than generous to help me with information. However, some is very troubling. I want you, my dearest readers, to understand I tried to write this book as unbiased as possible. What happened to Shanann, her baby boy, and her 2 beautiful daughters is the most horrible, I would say most horrific of tragedies, not the most horrible of tragedies, but whatever. None of them deserved any of this. The 3 children were pure souls that had nothing to do with what preceded the murders. Shanann was a wonderful mom and a trusting wife. Their marriage may have been going through rough times, but she certainly did not deserve what happened. As horrific as the murders were, the fact that they were murdered by their husband and father, whom they trusted, is unconscionable. This book is my account. Why is it your account? Like, I'm sorry. Like, I thought this was letters from Christopher or letters from Anti-Christopher. Why did you say this book is my account based on?
I'd like to ask her, Christopher who?
Yeah, Christopher. You mean Chris Watts?
Like, no, which Christopher is she talking about? Christopher fucking Columbus? Because it
Yeah. This book is my account based on extensive research of what led up to and during the murders and what has transpired since. 5 lives, including Christopher's, all needlessly taken, and the immense pain. What? That doesn't even make sense. Like, excuse me, like, who starts a sentence? 5 lives, including Christopher's, all needlessly taken. That whole sentence is garbage. And the immense pain of many others' lives touched by this. That freaking sentence does not make any sense. Let me read it again. 5 lives, including Christopher's, all needlessly taken, and the immense pain of many others' lives touched by this tragedy. Excuse me? What did I just read? I mean, you know what I mean? Like, that's just, what the fuck?
I can't believe she's equating Chris being in prison
exactly
to the murders of his family.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, including Christopher's. Like, yeah, okay, he did that to his damn self, okay? And no demon possessed him. He is a psychopath, okay? He is evil. Like, quit giving him outs. Quit giving him excuses. It's just ridiculous. It says, let's see. My information for this book was given to me by Anti-Christopher himself, along with his family and some friends. My goal is to tell this travesty with the utmost respect to. Now, wouldn't you say utmost respect for, not with the utmost respect to Shanann, Bella, Celeste, baby, Nico, and all family members involved? Okay. At first, I wasn't sure what there was to write about, since everyone had so much information given to them through the different media sources. It did not take long, though, to know most of the information on the media sources was made-up information. Soon I was hearing some very dark and interesting things that Anti-Christopher had not shared with the authorities. I wasn't sure what my moral responsibilities were with the information he was giving me. So why not just turn it into a book and make money off of it?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that part about moral?
Sure. So which one? About
she didn't know?
I wasn't sure what my moral responsibilities were with the information he was giving me. I didn't want to be the one to who hurt anyone else. And this information clearly would hurt many people. I mean, it's like, should you maybe have gone to the FBI or CBI or something? Like, I don't know, maybe not.
Yeah.
Book about his lies and what? However, I can't change the facts. And for the family, I mean, again, here's a horrific sentence. However, comma, I can't change the facts, comma, and for the family to completely heal, they deserve to know the truth. Okay. I know Christopher's family has felt there was more to the story, and I would think Shanann's family has felt it too. He's guilty. There was never any question whether or not Shanann killed the girls. Christopher told me he only said that because the FBI agent it was CBI agent, by the way, gave him, not FBI, gave him the idea during the interrogation. As with any conflict between people, there are two sides to the story, not two sides to the murders, but two sides. No, there are two sides, and then there's the truth. There's their side, your side, and the truth, right? That led up to the fateful morning of August 13th, 2018. In this story, this is not okay. There are circumstances that led up to a seemingly devoted and loving husband and father, Christopher Watts, deciding to take the most heinous way out of the family that loved him. What causes a man with no history of violence or a mental disorder to take the lives of his family? Okay, what causes any person to murder? What causes any psychopath to? Just because they want to, because they decided they need to, and they're done. Most people handle things, what does it say? Nothing can justify it, and one naturally wonders, what would cause him to make such bad choices? This was his flaw, no one else's. Most people handle things much differently and would never consider doing what he did. For some reason, he thought this was the way out for the pain he held in his head. But what he did caused far more pain than he could ever anticipate. Than he could have ever anticipated. The Watts family said something seemed wrong, and they sensed something was going to happen. Then why didn't they do anything? Although never in their wildest thoughts, wildest dreams, wildest thoughts. I'm sorry, wildest thoughts. Like, are they having some X-rated thought? I mean, it's called wildest dreams, not wildest thoughts. Could they have imagined what transpired? The suffering that was put upon these people is the heaviest burden a person can endure. It has changed their lives forever in the worst way possible. Yet he says he loves his family with everything in him. His memory has come back to him in pieces. He says the trauma took away parts of his memory. He was traumatized. There have been other cases where the perpetrator heard voices or claimed God or a demon told him to kill. Yes, they're again called psychopaths, like Son of Sam, that made that up because it's a lie. I mean, now there are, I'm not going to say that there aren't cases of where somebody is paranoid, schizophrenic. Yes, there are cases like that, but he is not a paranoid schizophrenic. Okay. That's a serious, that's incapacitating, right? You can't function, and it wouldn't just be one instance and, oh, you're all good. Okay. No, you'd be hearing voices and you'd be doing weird things, for a while. And then it would come to a point where it would just like a volcano. But then they wouldn't go about their day as if everything was normal.
Making his lunch. He apparently made his lunch. He cooked chicken.
Yeah. I mean, loaded up his truck, cool, casual, calm, dumped the bodies, and then proceeded to meet coworkers at the place, at the job site where his family was dumped like trash, and then acted normal. So no, I mean, there'd be other behaviors, like he'd be a recluse or hadn't showered in weeks. That would be okay. So please, let's just get this real. Let's stop with the whole demon possession thing. That's another thing that people are handing him on a silver platter to say, here, this is another excuse that can, you know, be like, oh, he wasn't all there. He was possessed, guys. He was possessed. It wasn't him.
So ridiculous.
Yeah. However, Anti-Christopher claims he did not hear voices that told him to kill his family. There are definitely, so why are you bringing this up? You know, what's up with that? Like, she says there have been other cases. I mean, okay, hold on. Like, first of all, she wasn't even talking about him hearing voices, right? And then she just jumps right on in. There have been other cases where the perpetrator. So you're claiming that this is a case where he was demon possessed or heard voices, but then you're like, however, Christopher claims he did not hear voices that told him to kill his family. There are definitely some eerie things that have happened around these murders that do appear evil. However, how is it that someone could kill everyone without it being evil? Yeah, that's redundant. What happened that could have caused him to calculably kill his beautiful family? I set out to find these answers from the murderer himself. There was something about this story that was not as simple as everything looked. Wait, what? Wait. There was something about this story that was not as simple as everything looked. Oh my God. Oh God. This is very painful. Like, I'm like, right there. That's wrong. Like, there was something about this story. You mean there was something about this story that wasn't as simple as there was something about the story that wasn't as simple as it appeared to be.
See, that's the problem I had with the little bit that I did read is the punctuation and her choice of words. When I was reading it, I felt like I couldn't read. Like I forgot how to read.
I'm like, wait, just lurking a minute. Oh, okay. Why do you stop by? Kaylee, Aquarium Baby says, Chris supposedly insinuates that some dark things happened at Kessinger's house. Oh, please. All right. And pigs fly, you know? I mean, like it's setting the stage, guys. We know sooner rather than later, you know what's going to happen. He's going to be like, oh my God, it was her. He did it. You know? It was NK, you know? I mean, because people are feeding, you know, like Mary Marlowe, you know, my God. And again, it's like,
what are her latest theories?
Oh Lord, we need to hear that. Let me tell you something. That NK was pregnant, that she had a baby, and
I actually thought she was pregnant. I'm not even gonna lie.
Well, she was not. Okay, come on.
No, I know that now, but I thought she was because when she was doing the her interview or whatever, she was talking about how she was feeling sick, and I was like, oh shit.
I mean, you know, it's just, the thing is that she says that in her, you know, demented mind where, you know, like it's just her imagination runs wild. It's like, oh, she's using that to like coerce Chris to continue to stay in prison. Don't name her, because don't you want your child, your son that I gave you? I mean, what? It's like, my God. But then she says, but this shows, guys, I want to show that, see, people tend to have a pattern, right? Critical K has it. I mean, I feel like I probably have it too. My pattern is I am a victim's advocate. I never excuse a murderer. I never sympathize with a murderer. Okay? Never. But like Critical K, she is a murder sympathizer. One of her recent lives, she was just carrying on about her admiration for Jodi Arias. About Critical K. You didn't hear that part where she was talking. I mean, it was so creepy, and how she admitted to, because Jay had in one of her videos exposing K had showed, and I have those Twitter screenshots of her making fun of Travis Alexander's penis, basically, because he was naked in the shower. And I mean, and it's like, that's disgusting and vile. But she was just carrying on, and you can tell she's already setting the stage. She supports Jody. She sees her as a victim.
Oh my God.
Yeah, like I'll pull that up. I mean, it's like, and then the same thing with Mary Marlowe. Mary Marlowe, okay, this is her kind of behavior that is, she basically, if there's a mistress involved, they're going to be blamed for it. Like, she talked about the Casey Barrett, Patrick Frazee. She's alluding to the fact that the mistress did it, like, that maybe Frazee didn't know. I mean, it's like, what? Crazy Looney Tune. Like, what? Oh my God. Like, I'll play that in just a second, but let me see here.
They're just out here cracking all the cases.
Oh yeah. I mean, because they're smarter, but you can just, and people are like, well, somebody asked me, well, why do you think she flipped? She didn't flip. She doesn't care about the Ruseks. I mean, come on, people.
No, I think that Cindy Watts dumped her.
Yeah, exactly. She's pissed off, and she's feeling very like rejected. And so what does Kay do? Like, she goes real life, right? She goes real life on people. If she gets an ounce of rejection, she's going to freak out and be a vampire baby and take out a freaking, and have a tantrum and take out a village. You know what I mean? She can't take it. Let's see. Let me pull this up really quick.
There was one part I wanted to read. Hold on. Go ahead. I'm just going to look for it.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead. Let's see.
Okay. Here it is.
Yeah.
So this is the part of the book.
Yeah, go ahead, and I'll be right back. I need to check my daughter's blood sugar, so go ahead.
So this is the part of the book where my computer's being an idiot. Hold on. So shit. So this is where she talks about when Chris and Nicole first started talking, I guess. She said that where is it? Where is it? He was not wearing a wedding ring, and he never mentioned he was married, and did not initially mention he had children. Then one day he told her he had 2 children. She thought that was cute. He mentioned he had a significant other, and they were in the process of separating. That's not true. Nikki knew he was married, and she knew he had children within the first couple of emails. So that whole paragraph is like bullshit. Like, I just don't understand. It doesn't look like she did any research whatsoever. Because wasn't it that hi B, wasn't it what did Nicole say? She said something to Chris like one day she hopes to have a beautiful life like he has with his wife and children. That was in one of the first emails they sent each other. But she's written in the book that Nicole told, and I don't even think Nicole told the investigators that. I'm almost certain that she told the investigators that she knew he was married and had children right off the bat. Or at least a wife and children. I'm eating boxed turkey stuffing because I live in poverty right now. Sorry. Okay, let's see what else we can find in this book. Oh. Also, according to this book, Nicole and Chris were only together from the beginning of July until the murders. So a month and a week. That's what she writes here. Where does she say that? She first met Christopher at a park near her house sometime the end of June or beginning of July. This was the first time they met outside of work. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they were seeing each other before that. But even still, even if that was the first time, like the beginning of July, that would have meant that they were only having an affair for a month. I don't know, nothing in this book makes sense. No, Bee Stinger, I wouldn't. There's nothing in the book that is new. There's no new information. Everything in the book has been taken straight out of the discovery files, or it's the author's opinions. Like, she almost quotes Nikki verbatim when she talks about Nicole going to Chris's house. She says both times were brief. She did not feel comfortable there. It was someone else's life and existence. So she did not want to be there. She respected that as their space. That's pretty much exactly what Nicole told the investigators. Like, she couldn't even reword that. I don't know. It's so confusing to me. There's a lot of people that aren't happy about it, that's for sure. I hope Jamie's daughter's okay. Bee Stinger, yes. It's literally it's like the cliff notes from the discovery documents. That's all it is. There's absolutely nothing in this book that has not been in the media or in the discovery files or on the news or on social media. Absolutely nothing. There's no bombshell evidence. There's nothing. And when the Daily Mail did 2 pretty long articles, and one was about the murders and the other one was, I think, about him blaming Nicole. And those articles are more worthy than this book. Yes, anyone who's familiar with the case would be very disappointed because, again, there was nothing new. And if anyone who was not familiar with the case were to read this book, they would be extremely confused because there's so many contradictions in the book. Like, in one chapter she'll say one thing, and then like 3 chapters later she'll contradict herself. It just doesn't, and she's all over the place. She's really like, when you read a true crime book, or any book for that matter, and it's like fluid, it makes sense, from start to finish. This book is not like that. It's like she wrote the book and then she took all the pages and threw them up in the air, and when they landed, she just put them back together. Oh my God, I'm on my own. I'm not good at this. So, me think. What should we talk about? What should we talk about, people? I hope someone else, someone more qualified, writes a book, and an actual quality book, because this is terrible. And I the way that she promoted it and marketed this book, going, doing interviews and selling it to her story, whatever, to the Daily Mail, and having her Facebook page, like all of that. I actually thought that there was going to be at least a few things in the book that, we hadn't heard before. No, there's nothing. Nothing. And the thing is the biggest part of this that really would have caught everyone's attention was the actual letter that he wrote. And that's what for some reason, she released that letter. And it's that letter that had all of the, like, I guess, for lack of a better term, bombshell information. And I don't understand why she would release that and let everybody read that, and not the book. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense to me, because had she not released that letter, but maybe, released little tidbits or little hints of what was in that letter, she would have done a lot better. I don't think she sounds nice. I'm sorry. That's just my opinion. I think she's an opportunist. And I think that she targeted Chris and to get whatever information she needed to write this book. And when she got it, she dumped him. What is that? Sorry about that. Thank you, B. What do you guys think of Cindy's book? How do you guys think that's going to go? Like, what do you think? What's the word? Like, what do you think she's going to write about? Like, what do you think she's going to want people to know? We already know a little bit of it, but I wonder what the rest of it's going to be.
Can you hear me? I can't.
Yeah. Are you back? Did she? Oh, there she is. Are you back, Jamie? But B Stinger, I don't think she's like, I wouldn't say she's like an evil bitch.
Okay, sorry. A little technical issues there. Sorry, didn't mean to leave you hanging.
Oh, I'm sorry, B Stinger. I'm
Hey,
not
Bee Stinger.
American. I'm not in the US.
Nope.
Jamie can answer that.
What is it? What does US do in terms of missing people? Just curious the difference between the US and Australia. So what do you mean by that? I mean, just like in general, or I mean,
I think what's the protocol, maybe? Like
typically, usually I think there's like,
they don't really do much unless it's
within it, like, I'm gonna say like maybe it's gonna put lotion on. I think it's like 24 hours, or I mean, depending on the situation. Like if you had a teenager, right? unfortunately, a lot of teenagers will run away. So they may not take that as serious as like a toddler, being missing, or even with adults, they don't, they kind of proceed with caution, sometimes.
I think with adults, they don't really do anything because an adult could just leave whenever they want. If it's a vulnerable person, such as, like you said, a teenager, a child, a senior, then they'll probably put boots to the ground and, really start looking, but not. What do they do in Australia, B?
Yeah, what do they do there? I'm bringing up some.
They go and check the crocodile's belly.
Crocodiles are harmless.
Check the bellies of the crocodiles.
This is how I can say this, like in Australia. Crocodiles are harmless. They're just frogs with teeth. They're just frogs with teeth. They're harmless. They're harmless. They're just frogs with teeth.
I cannot deal with frogs. Honestly,
frogs, little froggies.
I have it. I'm absolutely terrified of them, and I won't even go in my own backyard.
Oh, you're funny.
I can't.
So I'm looking up right now, missing persons investigative best practices protocol, unidentified deceased persons investigative guidelines. This is with New Jersey. So, but I guess there's something called Patricia's Law. So, but that's in New Jersey. Let me see if there's something. Hold on.
B. I'm in Canada.
She's a Canadian, eh?
Yeah.
What do you know about those Canadians?
Up here in Canada.
She's not sorry for it either.
I am absolutely not.
She's not sorry. I don't know. I love, like, whenever I watch shows that are based out of Canada, like, I don't know. I wish that I lived there sometime.
Let me tell you, I was born and raised in Toronto, which is, I think it's one of the most, if not the most multicultural city in the world. And no one in Toronto speaks with the accent that you hear out anywhere else. And I'm very proud of that because I've picked it up a little bit because I moved out of Toronto 15 years ago to a smaller town.
Mm-hmm.
But if you were to look up there's a ton of Canadian accents here, but in Toronto specifically, you will not hear the accent that Canadians are known for.
Huh. That's interesting. But what do they sound like? I mean, I don't know.
I'll show you a video.
Okay, yeah. Share that.
And this is actually true. I've got my children were, born and raised there, and my nephews, and they literally do talk like this. So you may think this is a parody, but it's actually not. My nephews and my son, and okay, so I'm gonna send you the link. I'm gonna send it to you, and you can just play it. It's kind of funny, but
that'd be cool.
Oh, wait, let me just where you need to fast forward.
Okay, I'm really quick. I'm looking at the protocol here. Let's see. So it looks like it's a lot of state-based. Let's see. Why the first 72 hours in a missing persons investigation are the most critical, according to criminology experts. And I'll share that video after this. Let's see. Oh no, I have something playing. Okay. So this is why the first 72 hours are most critical. One of the law enforcement's first steps in investigating a missing person case is trying to prevent the loss of evidence. The first 48 hours are also critical because that's when investigators have the best chance of following up on leads before people's memories start to fade. The information that law enforcement gets tends to be a little more accurate, and they are able to act on the information and hopefully get the person who is missing quicker. As time goes on, there are fewer breadcrumbs to follow. Let's see. Let's see. let's see. I don't. It's like where I'm on a protocol. Like I want. Hold on. Let's see. How to report a missing person. Or what is this? The investigator. Okay, this is the National Center of Missing and Exploited Children. Investigator's Guide to Missing Children Cases for law enforcement officers locating missing children. I guess this was written a while back. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Okay, so I don't know if y'all can see this, but let's see. Okay, so I guess the National Center is their motto is no missing child case is closed until the child is located or body is recovered and identified. Let's see. Okay, well, this is quite a bit there, huh? Okay, let's see. Okay, initial response. So it says a missing child case should be viewed as a potential crime against a person and therefore requires a preliminary investigation to sort out the facts of the case and to structure the remainder of the investigation. A patrol officer should be dispatched promptly to take the initial report and to conduct the preliminary investigation. This is not only good police practice, but has become a requirement of many state laws. When assigning the call, the dispatcher should give the responding officer the missing child's name and description of the child's physical appearance. Okay, so yeah, like, I don't know. There's still just not, it doesn't seem to be like a clear cut, you know. I guess there's not really, unfortunately, I don't know if there's like a mandated, wait, hold on. Hold on. Sorry. Okay. So, okay, and let me get to your video really quick. Oh, that's funny. Okay, let me do that. I mean, and if anybody can find, like, there's not really, you know, like, that's kind of, it's a little unnerving, you know. I know. Oh, thank you, Kaylee. Have a great day. Okay.
But before you, let me just add a disclaimer. What was that?
That's my daughter's. I may play this video because I was having trouble with it, and now the alarm keeps going off. So hold on.
But this video, like, it's the people that speak like this are like 30 and under. They like adults don't. You know what I mean? And it's usually like in the ghettos and shit.
Okay, let me see here. The ghettos. Let's see. Okay, first I need to. Oh my gosh! Hold on. It started playing. So, is it? Okay, hold on. Is it almost kind of like Jamaican, but not really? But
a lot of people think it sounds Jamaican, but it's, I think, just a mesh of, I don't know, everything.
Oh, like I literally,
all my nephews talk like this, and it's.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is funny because literally, and I don't know if I'm sharing the screen. Do you see? I literally listened to 1 second of it, and I immediately thought Jamaican. And then the video, there's a video that's recommended after, Jamaican versus Toronto slang or something. I was like, oh my God, that's funny. Okay.
This is how all my nephews and nieces and my sisters and like talk.
Okay, tell me, make sure you can hear it. Can you hear it? Hold on.
Yep.
Okay.
One fan them. It's your boy J6 Alliance here.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Post TV. Yo, 1 second, wait. Wagwan fam. Okay, you're in Miami? Dog, reach my ends. Alright, bless. Oh, fam, come in.
Hello.
What's good, fam?
Yeah.
How are you doing, brother?
I'm doing great, man.
Welcome to my city.
Thank you so much. It is a pleasure being here in Toronto.
Literally like me.
I would like to know
and the rest of my family in Toronto right now.
speak your language properly.
I'm the guy on the left.
So today, guys, I'm gonna show y'all and Nick how to speak like a Torontonian.
I do not approve of cops killing young African American men.
Yo, fuck the ops, B.
Hello.
Wagwan fam.
Hi.
Yo, what pop?
Hey.
Yo, boom.
How are you doing today?
Yo, what are man's dinner with?
I got a young lady's phone number today.
So, yo, I bagged the shorty on the subway today.
That is amazing. Great work, buddy.
Jeez. Okay.
That girl has the most compelling eyes I have ever seen.
She's a sweeter thing still.
Hello, you are beautiful, and I would be honored to take you on a date.
Yo, differently, you're a bad bitch, and I fucks with you on a next level.
I am hungry. Let's go get some food.
Yo, I'm Marv. Let's follow to McDonald's.
That is a horrible idea, friend.
Yo, are you fucking dumb, dog?
When fornicating with a female, make sure that you have safe sex.
Oh, you're gonna get a shorty? Yo, slide in with a Jimmy, fam.
Can you please buy me a drink?
Bro, there's me a fucking soda.
Am I speaking honestly?
Horses give birth to ostriches. Alive?
Hey, excuse me, ma'am. You are beautiful, and I would like to talk to you.
Yeah!
I do not appreciate the tonality that you are speaking to me.
Yo, stop beaking to me, fam.
To make a long story short,
Yo, tutus.
is that the new iPhone 6S that you have there?
Yo, run your pockets.
Friend, you seem very unmotivated these last couple of days.
Dog, you're a waste, you.
Don't be alarmed. I have a license to carry a weapon.
Yo, I'm tucking the burner, eh?
I have managed to build a very successful business for myself.
Bro, I make moves, now I'm ready up.
I have a colleague that is prescribed Xanax.
Okay.
Let's speak out. I would enjoy your company.
Reach my ends.
Wagwan fam. My name is
Wagwan
Nick.
fam.
I be kicking in the 6 with my man them. I touch road, chop bitches, and roll kush.
Alright, so you already know, Nick touched down in the 6. If you guys
Oh my
like the
God.
video today, make sure to comment a 1, 2 down below.
Oh, that's funny. So, like, I wonder why.
That's just Toronto. The rest of Canada does not speak like that.
So, why is that? Like, what is it? Could it be baby? Ugh, wow. Okay. I was like, whoa, stutter much. Could it be like, is there a higher population of Jamaicans maybe there, or
Yeah,
know?
I think it's because it's such a I'm trying to think. I'm pretty sure Toronto's the most multicultural city in the entire world. So there's a little bit of everything there, and I don't know if there's more Jamaicans than any other nationality, but I think it just kind of all, I'm not quite sure, but it's really funny to me because like my nephews and like that's how they talk. I'm looking at them like,
That's funny.
the fuck. It's kind of funny to me because when I hear people making fun of Canadian accents, and I'm like, go to Toronto, please, or go to Newfoundland. I think I showed you that video where you cannot understand them.
I don't.
You can. Oh, you've got to. Okay.
Okay, yeah, you send that to me. I don't think. I don't think that. Yeah, I don't think we shared that one. Let's see.
Oh, okay. These you guys are gonna laugh.
Let's see. Hold on. I love stuff like that.
Hold on.
Okay, then.
No, this is, you know how you guys have accents like Texas, Georgia,
Right.
you know, yeah, we do too. And it's funny to me that a lot of people, they don't know that. They think there's only one, but wait till you hear this one. Like, this is.
Let me play like this guy really quick. He's this is worldwide spotlight, and I'm guarantee, you know, he's definitely from Canada, and I'm pretty sure because he sounds just like that. He has that Toronto accent. Let me see here. The way, and he's just funny. Let me just do that really quick. Hold on. What's this? Hold on. Okay. Hold on. Let me just play this really quick. Okay, hold on. Ooh, okay. Stop sharing that. Share this screen. Okay, this one. Okay. Hold on. He's so funny. Hold on, this is like. On the keyboard. Niggas catching bodies on the. I don't know why. Keyboards. Trick the finger on the keyboard. I may have to move my computer in my room. Saturday afternoon, and there are a bunch.
Okay, damn it, I'm gonna send it to you.
What? I think I'm gonna move. I think I have to move my computer.
I just sent it to you.
Okay. I think I may have to move because my Wi-Fi is stationed in my room. And I'm in the living room, so it seems to have a little bit, there's a few walls in between. Okay, let me see. Let me see if this is still, yeah, it's still. Are about to get sticky. Okay, I'm gonna have to, we're gonna have to move. I'm gonna have to move. Okay, bear with me as we're gonna travel together. Okay, hold on. Okay, so, no, but I think this guy, he sounds a lot like that. Okay, we're moving. Okay. Just a second. Like you can hear all the sounds as I'm passing through the rooms. Okay, this should be better. Okay, alrighty. Okay, let me see. Hold on. Like that type of Brittany. This video dropped yesterday, okay? Does that kind of sound like him? I don't want to hear a bunch of man in the comment section. I don't know why this
can't hear it.
Okay, I don't know.
Yesterday. This happened yesterday.
You can't hear that?
A little bit.
It's not. It really isn't that big of a deal. Okay, so let me see the one. You know, he definitely sounds like that. Okay, so
this is the East Coast.
The East. Okay, so this is the East Coast in Canada? Or
yeah,
okay.
Newfoundland.
Okay. Oh boy, hold on. Okay. Hold on.
Then there's Nova Scotia, but I'm not even going to try and let you hear that because no one will understand that.
Okay. Share audio. Okay, here we go. So this is a Newfoundland language lesson with Mark Critch. Okay. Can you hear it?
And I'm here today with my Newfoundland friend.
You can hear that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Candace Does the World. And Canadian and comedian and actor Mark Critch.
I need to go grab my purse.
Today we're here for a Newfoundland language lesson.
Cass, what are you at, my ducky?
Not much. Why are you at?
Excuse me?
Not much can't go away. I'm going wicked. Wow. How's your father? How's your mother?
Sorry, bye. How's yours?
Deadly wicked all together.
Best man?
No, best man.
What the hell?
So what are you getting on the weekend there, Aaron? What? Aaron beer?
Getting on beer.
Getting on the beer. Loaded. Going downtown, going down to last place?
Oh, yes. Okay, so we can go.
Same place, eh?
Yeah. How are you? How you at?
Oh, I suppose later on I'll probably dodge out past Mount or something like that. Go on beyond the old pets, go up around O'Callaghan or something like that. Get on the go a couple of house parties, some kitchen parties,
The heck?
Go to stay away.
What the heck is happening?
Yeah.
Wow.
Get on the go, have friggin' old deadly old time all together, come to get some moose, some caribou, whatever on the go, right? The big old boil up in the morning.
Yeah.
Together, boy, got a good jig together. I like small jig there, South Beach, and I like to have it there.
What the heck? I'm trying to see
Pretty much, that's how the rest of the video is. Like that's.
Oh my gosh! Hello, Anton.
And
not yet. Happy to the third degree.
Yeah, they explain in the video the reason, like where that accent comes from, is back in, I don't know, probably the 1600s. A lot of people came over from Ireland.
Ireland, Scotland. Yeah, I could.
Yeah, and for whatever reason, they didn't migrate. They just stayed there, and the accent stayed.
Oh, okay. Because I could, yeah, I definitely could hear the Irish and the. Let me see. Where? Wait, I have like multiple tabs open. Oh, here we go. There it is. For some reason.
You know, nice and salty, so salty. You know, I like gravy. I sweat gravy in the mornings.
What they said was, "Hey, how are you? How's your mother? I think I'm going downtown tonight."
What?
You ever had any seal flipper pie?
I had seal flipper pie actually.
They eat weird shit too.
I had big old feet of seal flippers up to my friend's house the other day, which is kind of hard because when you realize you eat seal flippers for a while, and you realize, Jesus Christ, that's just like a hand. There's knuckles and everything. It's like you're sucking on knuckles. The worst thing is cat tongues. Because I don't like any kind of food.
Those are good.
I don't like cat tongues because tongues. I don't like any food that can taste me back.
Taste you back.
But in Newfoundland, Labrador, you know, there's only 3 ways to die: heart attack, stroke, chip fat fire. That's it. Or you're full until you have a stroke.
What's your favorite
Oh, you're talking about
my favorite Newfoundland beer is a free one. Yeah. Pretty much. India, there's India. You're drinking India, and I don't know if you know. You see that India, INDIA. A lot of people say India. Why India? You're in Newfoundland. Why India? Why is there Newfoundland dog?
Get that India.
Get that India. Or actually, in the morning, India is INDIA. It stands for I'll never drink India again. So that's how that works.
You can turn it just the rest of the video, like you probably won't understand, but there's
that's funny.
There's an interesting story about Newfoundland, and I think it was called hold on a second, I mean, just to make sure this is
so where's Newfoundland?
It's the very east coast. Okay. So here's what happened. On September the 11th, when the planes hit the buildings, all the planes were rerouted. Like they couldn't be in that airspace. So a lot of planes had to come to Canada, and they went to Newfoundland. And so, you know, they had, it says here, they landed the planes near a really tiny town of only 10,000 residents. And as soon as that happened, and obviously Canada and Newfoundland found out like what the hell was going on, the entire town started, like they put all the people, I think it was in a gymnasium or something like that, the people, you know, the Americans, so they put them in a gym or something like that just to wait. And all of the residents from this town went and told, you know, said, okay, I have 2 beds available. I have 1 bed. I have room for a baby, whatever. And they took all the people in, fed them, clothed them, and like literally took care of these people for, I think, a couple of days.
Oh, wow.
And before they were able to fly back to the States. And I'm not even surprised by that, actually, that they would be taking strangers in and, you know, feeding them and like it was nothing.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're really kind people there.
Yeah.
That wouldn't happen in Toronto. Toronto people are like New York, like rude as
yeah. That's funny.
I was sorry, Jamie. I was asking the group, like, or the chat, what did they think? How did they think Cindy was going to continue her book? Like, what do you think about it? Do you have any thoughts on that? Like, how do you think it's gonna?
You know.
Especially now that Chris's book is out.
I know. You know, that's a good question. I mean, from the sound of it, because I talked to, you know, once I talked to Mel because I wanted to get some clarification because of the fact that Kay had leaked her book and was, you know, I wanted to make sure that that was actually hers and, you know, wasn't some creation by Kay, wouldn't put it past her. And then also about letters from Anti-Christopher. And, you know, they did, you know, she said that the version that Kay was sharing, I guess, was a rough draft. I guess it's kind of a process, and it's almost like journaling. And so the co-author wanted her to kind of write down her thoughts, and over time from that develop the final book. I don't know. But I think, at least from what Mel was saying, that the family was starting to finally recognize that Chris was an evil, monster, that he killed his entire family, that he has emotionally abandoned them, that he's a psychopath, that it was his fault, that basically that Shanann and his family did not have a good relationship because he would lie to them. So some things like that,
The parts I read a few things in the first 5 chapters that really made me think Chris was trying to turn Shanann and his mother against each other.
Right.
Like when he told, I don't know, he went and he told his mom something, or he told, I don't know, there's a few things anyways, if you read it, where he told his mom things about Shanann and he told Shanann things about his mom that he really shouldn't have, that created animosity between them.
Yes, exactly. And, and you could also, like the neighbor, they didn't, the neighbor that, Chris brought the girls to the birthday party, just the day prior, to him murdering his family. You could tell that like Chris had his ear because he was feeding him the same kind of stuff. That about her being a little, about the girls, having, well, they had allergies and stuff, but like even with Shanann, like putting the seed of doubt in people's minds about some of her conditions, even though he was there from the get-go, right? With her getting diagnosed and all that stuff, just shows. I mean, that's what they do. Yes. Hold on. Okay. Hold on. Okay. Like, I don't know if it's you, but it's like I can't really like talk and type at the same time. Let's see. So, okay, there's like here's an interesting fact, guys. And this is how it goes with my little live podcast. We start kind of just branching off to just different topics. But I found out that the serial killer Ed Kemper, you've heard of him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did you know that he narrated a lot of audiobooks?
Oh my God.
Yeah. So, and I was going to show a list. He literally, hold on. Hey, Fran.
Were they true crime books?
Well, let me see. What we find here. But yeah, I was like, what? Like hundreds he did. Like that's what he did from prison. Yeah. So let me.
From prison?
Yes. Yeah. From prison.
Oh my God.
Yeah, exactly. We can listen to the real Ed Kemper. Ooh. Let's see. I don't know why my internet is like sucking ass, or maybe it's this computer. This is not the computer I normally use. It sucks. Okay, so it's audiobooks for the blind. Okay, and I don't know how much y'all know of Ed Kemper, but he decapitated a series of women and had sex with their corpses, including his own mother.
Well, I'm sorry. His who?
I guess it says that Edmund Kemper, he I guess decapitated a series of women and had sex with their corpses, including his own mother. Okay.
Oh my God.
And he was like really tall, like 7 feet tall. But he, I guess, he, let's see. So the art, I guess there was an article from the 1987 Los Angeles Times. The article details a blind couple who shortly before getting married traveled to California Medical Facility State Prison to pay their respects to the prisoners there who participated in a decades-long project recording audiobooks for the visually impaired. Let's see. He runs the program. Okay. He reads tape cassettes. For more books for the blind than any other prisoner. He spent more than 5,000 hours in a booth before a microphone in the last 10 years and has more than 4 million feet of tape and several hundred books to his credit. Let's see.
Well,
we can listen to Flowers in the Attic. This is let me see if I can play this audio sample. That can you hear this?
I can't. No.
Okay, hold on. Did he laugh? I'm sorry. Hold on just a minute. Excuse me.
Hi, Francesca. Sorry, Francesca.
Francesca. Damn you. Hold on. Not
Hi.
you. Sorry. Hold on.
God.
Oh my God. What the hell is it doing? Sorry. Hold on. Oh.
I actually like that idea of prisoners doing things like that. That's nice.
Like, I don't know if it's a freaking computer. You suck ass. Sorry. My computer. I'm on my granny computer that the kids use. Okay. I don't think that I am. I'm not. Yeah. I must not be sharing the audio. Okay. Share audio.
It's a little. I mean, it's a good idea, but it's still kind of,
Sorry. Excuse my frustration as this granny computer. Okay, here. You should be able to hear this. Can you hear? Hold on. Oh my God. I may have to dip out and come back in. Yeah, hold on. Hold on. Let me see if I can get this playing. I'm going to have to exit from the live will continue, but I'll be back in just a second. Hold on.
Okay. I'm good, Francesca, except for a bird flu or something, SARS. I don't know. How are you doing? No, I think she left and then she's going to come back. I don't know why is it StreamYard? I don't know why it does that. Sometimes it just cuts people like their sound off or their audio just randomly. There's been so many times that I've been on one of Jamie's lives and I'll just be talking and everyone's like talking over me and I'm thinking to myself like that's so rude. And then I realized no, they just can't hear me. So if you leave and come back, then it works. Yeah, yep, I'm sick. I have a cold. We were just talking earlier about the letters from Christopher book and how there's a lot of bullshit. It just there's nothing new. It's just Discovery Files things. The author kind of rambles a little bit. I don't even know what to say about the book. Because I really thought that if she released that letter, being, as like insane as it was, I was thinking to myself, holy shit, if she's releasing that, what the hell's in the book? Like, there's got to be some crazy things in the book. No, there was nothing. No, it's fine, Jamie. It's fine. But yeah, I thought there was going to be some, secrets maybe about him and Nicole or him and Shanann or, some like deep, dark secret. There was nothing. Like, the best part of the book she released for free, which is really weird. And then there was a few things that Chris mentions, but he doesn't finish, like the part where he talks about the dark things that Nicole does or her friends do. Like, I'd like to know what, is there going to be a part 2 where all of this is going to be in? I don't know. But I mean, I feel like if you're going to mention that, at least elaborate on that. And the other one was, I don't even know if he mentions in the book that he got the OxyContin from the basement. But I think in the book he says that he's going to take that to the grave. It's just weird. Oh my God, yes, that's exactly what it is. Word salad. I cannot believe I didn't think of that.
Okay.
It is. You hit the nail on the head with that. Yeah. And there's Francesca just said, like, the book is word salad. And I'm like, that's the perfect
word salad. That's funny.
That's exactly what it is.
A bunch of caca. Yeah, exactly. Why is this? Hold on, I think damn it. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Hi, Michael Hales. How are you? So we were just about to listen to a little bit of Ed Kempener, like his audiobooks. Didn't know that, but let me see here. This one I'm going to play is from Flowers in the Attic. Have you heard of that?
I love VC Andrews. Oh my God, I love her series.
Yes. Okay, let's see. There we go. Okay. All right. Where is... Oh, that's what he looked like. Weird mustache.
Porn stash.
Porn stash, yeah. So, and again, if you've... well, this is not showing. If you've never heard of him, he is a necrophiliac, beheaded a bunch of women, including his mother, and proceeded to have sex with the corpses. So
bring out the holy water and then priests, because we're gonna need it for this.
And he has been the narrator of hundreds of books, and for
you know what? Pretty story. What's her name? Pretty Hate Machine. They're bringing, I don't know, she probably knows this, but VC Andrews' family have like a ton of books that she wrote but didn't release, and they're releasing them.
Oh wow.
Like, not all at once, but
right.
I'm probably gonna start reading them again. I loved her books.
Oh yeah. Can you hear this?
Chapter 1.
Yeah.
Goodbye, Daddy.
He laughed. Did he just laugh? He laughed. He laughed. That was creepy. Hold on.
Well, the man raped his mom.
I know. Listen.
Chapter 1. Goodbye, Daddy.
He laughed.
What the fuck?
He laughed.
Okay, that's
Truly, when I was very young, way back in the 50s, I believed all of life would be like one long and perfect summer day. After all, it did start out that way. There's not much I can say about our earliest childhood except that it was very good, and for that, I should be everlastingly grateful. We weren't rich, we weren't poor. If we lacked some necessity, I couldn't name it. If we had luxuries, I couldn't name those either without...
So, yeah, my jacked up low budget YouTube channel, or Hot Pink Jalapenos, he was a part of a project for, narrating audiobooks for the visually impaired, and he was one of the prisoners. Like, I guess it was a prison program. Okay. Like, yikes. I'm like, whoa. Yeah, okay. Yeah, right here. Yeah, what happened? What? Let's see, what is this? Oh, okay. So I guess, okay. So I guess for 27 years, prisoners at Vacaville have been recording books, bestsellers, textbooks, mysteries, science fiction, westerns, children's books. Oh, that's wonderful. Children's books.
Jesus.
And cookbooks on tape for blind men, women, and children all over the world. What?
This is... Did you hear that Miss Mensa had another channel where she was reading children's books?
Oh my God. What?
Yeah, and apparently people got that channel terminated. And I saw... No, I remember going to her channel. I don't know how I found out about it.
Oh
but there was she writes children's books.
Oh Lord,
God. Yeah, and there was a little book with like cartoon characters on it, and it was Chippy the Chipmunk. And I'm pretty sure she said, I'm gonna have to look this up, and I'm pretty sure that she said that they had that channel taken down. And I thought, that's some cold-hearted shit.
Well,
you know what I mean? It was a child. It's children. It's
yeah,
actual children's books.
But
I don't know how it happened. But
should she be doing that when she
I don't know, but I thought, when I heard about that, I remember thinking, I can't. Like, Chippy the Chipmunk.
Chippy the Chipmunk.
Terminated.
And their Munchausen mom and dad, it's like, that's basically what she talks about.
I wonder how they did that, though. I wonder how they got that.
So, oh crap. Okay. So are you talking about, are you talking about Kempner, or are you talking about Mensa?
No, Miss Mensa. I'm wondering how did they get that channel taken down?
I guess just
unless they knew it was hers. I don't know.
Well, I mean, when did this happen?
I have no idea. When I saw that channel, I think someone posted a link to it or something months ago. And I remember thinking, that's so weird. Like, that's weird that she's, you know what I mean, to go from one extreme to the other. But I thought, okay, whatever, because she does have grandchildren, right? So maybe she was writing these, because she wrote that book, I think, with one of her grandchildren. And I thought, well, that's sweet. I'm sure her grandchildren love her, and, maybe they like going there and listening to her read to them. And that was that. But then she did a video where she said that they had that channel terminated.
She did a video
oh
from...
my God.
Let's see. I'm like, oh, wait, what? I don't see, like, what? I don't see anything. Like...
Yeah, I don't know what the channel name was. Oh, wait, hold on a second.
Was it called Chippy the Chipmunk?
No, that was one of the books.
Oh, so she just was reading other people's books?
No, she wrote it. She writes children's books, and I think she writes them for her, like, well, probably initially wrote them for her grandchildren. And I mean, honestly, as much as I cannot stand that woman, honestly, and I think she deserved to have her channel removed. The one with the children's books, I thought that was kind of mean, because what if her grandchildren, you know what I mean, like, go there and listen to it?
Yeah. I really like, I mean, if you can find any information on that, that'd be great, because it's hard for me to visualize this because I have no idea. I have no basis on it. But I mean, the thing is that YouTube doesn't just take down people's channels willy-nilly.
Yeah.
So
hold on, I'm gonna go get the video of her talking about it.
Yeah, that'd be good. Oh, beep beep. Let's see. Yeah. Ugh. And children's books, like the fact that they would narrate some children's books. Yikes. You know?
Okay, I'll send you the link here.
Okay.
Because this was a completely different channel. Like this was not her Miss Mensa channel. This was separate. And this one, I think she had this one for a lot longer.
Okay, but she has it on BitChute now.
No, that's the video where she's talking about it.
Oh Lord, okay. Hold on, let me see here. Let me see.
I'm not even... Oh, it was removed for hate speech, she says.
Okay. Okay. Come on. It's like, oh my God, come on. It's going so slow. Come on. There we go. Whoops. Okay. Let me see. Son of a gun. Come on. Okay. Oh, there we go. Bear with this, my granny computer. I'm pulling it up. It's taken forever. Okay, let's see. Okay. Poor Chippy. Is that how many?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Okay.
It's weird. Like hate speech?
Okay, let's see. But did you said that you saw it, you did see the channel before it was taken down?
Before. Yeah.
Okay. So you know it existed?
There was no activity on it. There was books, but there was no comments or anything.
Okay. Let me see here. She better not, like, hold on. I don't know. Like, I may want to just listen to it, because I mean, even though, like, I don't think she...
You only have to listen to the first, like, 30, not even 30 seconds. Because after that,
okay, I'm gonna...
hate speech.
I don't want her to, like, strike me like she did before. Let me see. But I don't even think she could, because this is not even a YouTube channel, right? I don't know. Let me see. Let me listen to it really quick first. Hold on.
Oh, you know what? Maybe
hey,
you probably should.
Yeah. Hey, guys. Hold on. The hate campaign. I think we need to urge YouTube to take a closer look at their community standards. They have allowed a gang of criminal thugs who abuse their YouTube platform to harm, harass, dox, threaten other people. They have allowed those morons to remove Chippy the Chipmunk bed stories with Grandmama for hate speech. So what does that tell us? I'll tell you what that tells us.
Yeah,
it tells us the Miss Mensa channel, she was spot on with what was going on with the Christopher Watts case. Mm-hmm. Think about it. If they weren't so afraid of what Miss Mensa has to say, then they wouldn't have even bothered without even noticing the channel. And here we are, over 3 weeks later, after they did their bogus mass reporting game. And they're still making videos about Miss Mensa. They're still doxing Miss Mensa. they're still violating copyright. They're still committing criminal acts. And YouTube is allowing all of it to happen. Isn't that interesting? I wonder how much YouTube gets from the online reputation management companies.
I don't know. I have to say that's kind of a low blow. I mean, it's a kid's books.
Yeah.
And even if we don't like her, which I do not like her, I mean, she has grandchildren.
Yeah.
You know, they shouldn't, I don't know if they listen to it or not, but I mean, I don't understand. I don't even know if it's true or maybe she's just saying that to incite, you know, hatred towards, you know, maybe she wants people to like feel sorry for her or to turn on others more. Because I just can't imagine YouTube, you know,
no, they wouldn't do that.
Terminating a channel like that.
No, they would not. They would not do that like that. Let's see.
Thank you, Jack.
What?
Jack just subscribed to me because I'm gonna start doing some lives too, and it's gonna be some scandalous ass shit. Let me tell you guys.
Oh my gosh.
I'm putting it all out there.
Yay.
I don't care.
That's awesome.
It's gonna be rancid.
I love it. That's so funny.
Killing all the beans. My beans.
Spill the tea. Spill the tea. Okay. Hopefully you'll have to co-host the podcast here and then do the spilling.
You can come over. You can come over to my place for some debauchery.
Yeah. Love it. Let's see. Grandmama. Oh, Lord. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I have no idea. Let's see. Haha, Jack. What is it? Oh, okay. I know we should all be asleep, right? It's just insomniac. We're insomniacs here. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I don't think that that's right. But and like I said, YouTube, to get a channel terminated, that doesn't just happen like that,
No.
So, and I mean, but she does really shitty things too. Like she gave me
I seriously, right? I think I kind of think she removed it and, it just wants people to.
Yeah, exactly.
She wants people to take her side and attack all the haters, blah, blah, blah. Listen, nobody fucked with Chippy.
Nobody screw around. Don't fuck with Chippy, right?
Yeah, nobody did that.
No.
Chippy was not gang stalked.
Gang stalked by some thugs, some dirtbags, some scum.
Chipmunk thugs.
She always says that. She's like, they're thugs. They're scumbags. They're, like assholes.
Gang stalkers, attackers.
I mean, I was going to look up, Mary. Oopsies. Okay, let's see. Oh Lord, Mary. She's just, it was so nice, with her gone for a couple of weeks, just, it was a lot more peaceful. Mary Marlowe. And so we're going to
I heard that
check in.
Someone said that it sounded like she was on a ban.
On a ban?
Yeah, because apparently YouTube will do like a week or
2 week or two.
She was away. She was away for a week not long ago.
I'm sure she was. And she wants to say it's the hacker trolls. Now she's saying, one of the things she's saying is the book was authored. The book author of Chris, Letters from Anti-Christopher, is linked to a troll. Okay. She's saying she's guessing that it may be the grandma of Critical K.
I'm sorry, what?
She's saying that the author of Letters from Anti-Christopher, she says it's linked to a troll, that the author is likely the grandmother of Critical K or something.
I believe that. I believe that. No, I believe that.
It's possible. Let's see. Now, wait, I'm trying to remember. Hold on. Which one was it in? Think. Was it this one? Hold on. And there was something specifically. Oh, yeah. Okay. Patrick. Crazy. Okay. Let me see. Hold on. Let's see. Actually, I want to go back really quick to this one. Was it? Okay. So let's see. Maybe do this one. Hold on. Okay. Let me know if you can hear this. Can you hear this?
Can't believe that he did all that. Then by July, the two were getting intimate with the whole at work thing when they started emailing one another. So let me just read exactly what she wrote.
Let's see. I can't remember if it's...
They were all taking the appropriate steps to keep it safe out there. She went to the house very early in the relationship.
Safe from what? Her nudes?
Restored text messages. She said they were all on wrong.
I see.
Victim. Now, the Googling of Amber Fry is very telling. On the 19th of that it was all about her. She also searched at Google on top. She was able to successfully keep her name. We didn't really an army full of women that she sold Lavelle to, and she was part of that would, because you don't know how lucky you are to have somebody. Shanann got married a lot earlier too than she was in her own brain, probably denying the fact that she did anything wrong. She was just trying to save a guy from an awful marriage that was just burdened down by money problems, relationship issues, and communication issues, and whatever else.
She's watching TV. Yeah, she's watching TV right now.
Narcissistic.
Look at it. Man, I gotta do a Rocker Girl interview.
She's doing what?
She's watching TV right now. If you notice her eye, she's looking up at the TV. So
Chris had met anyone else to have an affair with, I have a feeling it would not have gone this bad. But because you put the two of them together, Chris had those issues that he had with his social issues.
He's not autistic.
Being very familiar with women, just like the gal from Anadarko.
The gal.
Who's familiar
around that character?
Chris.
She had never met anybody that was willing to hang in there and talk her off the ledge. They would probably just throw their hands up, and she'd have to beg for them to come back. She had serious problems, and her whole mental state was hindered by her addiction.
She's watching TV.
She was young, and whatever issues else she had, daddy issues, mommy issues.
Oh God!
And it
please,
just
she's watching TV. She's just so.
She's like, no, I've never met a guy like this, and I'm not letting him go. And I know he's unhappy. And if we could make this look like this, I think we could get away with it and be super rich for the rest of our lives.
Jesus.
And then you can start over in the fashion that you should have started with to begin with. You just got sucked into Shanann's world without thinking too difficult.
Bitch, that's called the divorce.
I know. And, you know, the thing is that this is what I'm talking about when she does this, like, underhanded, like, she, you know, like, kind of slights to, like, Shanann, and, you know, she'll kind of, it's really very slyly, but it's like, but it's almost like, like you can almost, like, if you know and understand, you're like, what the fuck? Like, she's making fun of Shanann.
Did you see
what?
Count Me?
What? Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I can't see. What happened?
Did you see what Count Me In just said?
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Oh, right. I wonder who, because she does say.
Nana's probably 90.
Oh, wait. Oh, well, true. Yeah. I don't think there's no way that can be her grandma, because Critical K is in her late 40s. So, and that author is like in her mid 60s. So like, you know, that would be her mom maybe, but yeah, 14 days, but critical case, yeah. He'll soon be
I
wanting.
fucking love these people that come to your chat. Like,
I know,
I'm not even kidding. Sometimes I don't always pay attention to the chat, but whenever I look over, there's usually something there that makes me fucking cackle.
I know.
And I'll do it quietly, but
it's awesome.
So funny.
I love them. Like, they're the best. And also what I love is that, and I think it's a reflection of me, because they go and they support other channels that just, and ones that I like, or that I've talked about or have had on there. They show a lot of love and support, and they continue to. And I just think that's really awesome. So, I mean,
I'm sorry, jacked up. I hope, and if they're talking about me name calling, I'm sorry. You know what? I don't have Tourette's, but I have something, and it's called opening my mouth.
I don't give a fuck.
Comes out.
Yeah, it's my granny fanny.
Oh my god! I'm sorry. I should.
No, it's fine. We're providing commentary. We need to get our feelings out.
That's the thing, is that Chris couldn't think for himself.
Oh, please.
He always allowed other people to think for him.
I mean, that is true, because he just didn't. He was lazy.
He would be capable of thinking about this annihilation.
See, she's always like, he's not capable of it.
I am so like, there's no way he could have thought about this like he did. And granted, it didn't look like it was very well thought out. So maybe he could have gotten away with the fact that he wasn't all that bright, because this wasn't thought out.
She always says that, and her feelings are that Chris didn't do it, that he wasn't capable.
She didn't. She put her on your panel. Let me tell her, bitch, you did it.
I know, right? I'm like, that's
no one's that sure unless they did it. The only person that could be that sure that he didn't do it is the bitch who did it.
I mean, and she's constantly.
Get Graham on the phone right now. Get fucking Tammy.
Yeah, right. Grammy, or what should I used to call him? Like, I'm sure they like their name meshed together, like some Hollywood couple. Grammy.
You know, the way she talks and the way she's like,
so disrespectful too.
She thinks she's literally like,
she thinks
sitting in a fucking boardroom full of detectives and forensics people. Like,
they laugh at her.
Stoppers and shit. Like, she's in the boardroom and she's doing that mommy dearest. This ain't my first time at the rodeo, motherfuckers, or whatever it is she said. That's what she reminds me of.
Yeah, like, and all the while they're just laughing at, at her under their breath, because it's like, she's this like ignorant.
Mary did do it.
Ignorant know-it-all. Like, she's an ignorant.
On your computer.
Yeah, and like, she's constantly projecting onto NK. Like, NK is this. It's her alter ego. What she, and she talks about Grammy.
When you look at Mary Marlowe,
right.
She is a really, really, really pretty woman.
Was she when she has makeup on?
No, well, I know she looks like a corpse with no makeup, but when she puts makeup on and shit, like, she really is pretty. So you can tell by looking at her that back in the fucking day, she was dead ass hot. I'm almost certain of it. And I think she's reliving that year that she had, that she was pretty.
She's like, I could, back in my day, like, I could have totally done what she was. I was very manipulative with my sexuality. I would go after guys.
I believe it.
Yeah.
I believe it.
Every single video she has to talk about how she's so manipulative that, or she could get away with murder. But it's like,
there's a lot of us that had those days. A lot of us when we were younger and prettier and all of that shit, we couldn't, and probably some of us did manipulate men. But the way she speaks about it is it's like she was one of the very few that was able to do that. I'm like, bitch, please.
Right.
You're old. I'm old. We're all old. Okay.
You got a hole. You're willing to spread your legs.
Yeah, and Nicole Kessinger, yeah, she was young, and I don't know why she's determined to drag Nicole
Yep.
into it. I wish Nicole would come and fucking
Yes.
clothesline this bitch.
Yes, like please, like
Run at her.
Just she's slandering, like shut her up, like get a cease and desist, like you know what I mean? Like, but
and
yeah,
like,
it's so dumb. It's like, ugh.
Chris couldn't have thought of this by himself.
Yeah, that's
Why,
what she
bitch?
always
Why?
says. I know, bitch. Like, right? He's a fucking psychopath. Okay, he killed his family. Like, get over
How
it.
much thought does it take to murder children and your wife? Like, I'm not talking about the emotional or mental part of it, because clearly he's a psychopath.
Right.
But I mean physically, like this is not something that requires a great deal of planning.
Right. It just, you know, and also what she says about how, let me tell you something. Like the way that Chris left it screams that it was him and he did it alone, because there's so many things that were left, you know, like he didn't think about, like the purse, or the fact that, because he's a psychopath, so he doesn't really clue in.
No, it wasn't that he didn't. I believe he did think about all of that. What he didn't know was that Nicole Atkinson was going to roll up.
Well, he should, if he had human emotions and wasn't so detached, like the psychopath he is, he would realize like how close Shanann was with her family, with her friends, and that, you know, the minute she woke up, she was on the phone, she was texting, she was streaming, she was, you know, talking to her family every day, you know, and so he would know that, but he didn't give a shit. Like, he didn't care. So he didn't think about that. Like, her going black, you know?
I think he was hoping that he could just get away with saying, you know, she just left. Because I don't think
people would
much.
People would know.
What other experience? Oh, fuck, what am I saying? Conspiracy theories does she have? Because
oh god, what does she not have? It's like it's like noodles, like, you know, seeing if they're throw a couple against the wall and see what sticks. You know what I mean? And so it's ridiculous. Like, but the fact that, let me tell you something. If there was like 5 people, like she claims there was, it would be a lot more methodically planned out. Okay.
That's what you
know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to say. Like, there was too many things that were loose ends that, you know, one of those things somebody would have, like, NK would have been like, well, if that was the case, and I'm like, I'm doing this to debunk these, you know, silly conspiracies and lies about this case.
There's already proof. There is solid proof, 100%. Nicole Kessinger was not there.
Yeah.
They pinged her phone.
Yeah.
They knew that she was in her apartment while he was loading his truck. They know that when he left his address, he went in one direction. It was almost an hour later when she left her home and passed Frederick and went to work. She never crossed paths with Chris that morning. Never, ever.
Right.
And if she had turned off her phone or did any of that, they would have known.
Right.
There's 100% proof that she was not there.
Right. And see, like Mary and people like that, that's why she turns off the comments, and that's why, because she wants to be ignorant. She doesn't want to know. And that's not a true crimer. That is not, you can't claim to be true crime. You know how you know, like sometimes she'll put hashtag true crime. She's not true crime. She's fiction. It's like mystery. It's like,
and you know what else I don't understand too? Sorry to interrupt you, but because I think Miss Mensa said this as well. Same with Mary Marlowe. All of these conspiracy theories, right?
Mm-hmm.
And how they're trying to silence them, and how they're trying to like hide, or they don't want people talking about the case. First of all, they look at, like, the DA released over 2,000 pages of documents, body cam autopsy, all the evidence. They released it. They wouldn't have released it if they had anything to hide, number one.
Right.
Two, why would there be a conspiracy? Who were Chris and Shanann Watts? They were not politicians. They were not celebrities. They were not well-known members of their community. They were just your average married couple. For what fucking reason would anyone need to cover up these murders?
Right. And it's
There's
just
nothing.
Yeah. It's just like, and you're making some really great points. The fact that if there was any investigations happening, they would not release the discovery and all the data, they would not have released it. It would have been they would have not been able to. And so it's like, and if there was a plea deal for any reason, it would have been public knowledge. But again, it's like, it's so ridiculous to think that NK was involved on any level other than, sleeping with a, married man. But like, to think that there was a gang of people, like.
And therein lays the problem.
Where did they go?
You said this before. When I think this is I'm pretty sure you said this was your biggest problem with Mary Marlowe. One of the first times you and I spoke about this is that it's not her conspiracy theories. It's the fact that she's literally naming people and accusing specific people. And that's the problem. It's not that she has a conspiracy theory or that she doesn't think Chris did it alone. She can think all of that. But I do remember you saying, like I said, one of the first times we talked about it was that you didn't care what she said. But the fact that she's implicating innocent people,
well, yeah, that's
not fair.
That's a huge gripe. Now I will say that, especially after Frank Rusek had that plea for the conspiracies and the lies to stop, and she continued on, to me, that is a blatant disrespect. It's wrong. And you're just completely, you're rogue at that point. You're caring about no one but yourself. If you can't heed the plea of a family that is going through just the worst kind of, and they had to do it not once, but twice, now a third time with his lies. And like, the thing is that when a case is pretty much closed, there's been confessions, and there's discovery out, and we have all this stuff, there shouldn't be a lot of like far off speculating. There just shouldn't be, because
no. And one of the things that she says, and I've heard her say this so many times, is this conspiracy theory that she has that I think Nicole, Jim, and the coworker were in the basement, and Chris lured her down there. Why would they need to lure her down to the basement? If there were all these people there that were ready to just, kill her, why wouldn't they just be hanging out in the living room?
Yeah, I know. And it's like, why would you lure somebody down a flight of stairs and know that you're going to have to carry their body back up the stairs? And you know what I mean? Like, if you hear about how hard it was, well, it's more the lack of just lack of respect that Chris had for Shanann. The fact that he ended up just dragging her basically down the stairs, and that was going downstairs. Like, why in the hell would you do that? Like, that makes no sense. Everything.
And don't forget. Sorry to interrupt you, but Shanann's car was parked inside that garage, right? So, hypothetically speaking, and I'm pretty certain what I'm about to say is going to blow this bitch's theories out of the water. Hypothetically speaking, let's say Nicole Kessinger and whoever else was in that house, right? And they helped murder the children and Shanann. Why wouldn't they take the girls and Shanann into the garage, put them in the car, let Chris go to work, wait till 7 or 8 in the morning, and then Nicole could have thrown on something, sunglasses and some Shanann's clothes and backed that car out of the garage and just driven off with her phone.
Yep.
And there you go.
Exactly.
There's her alibi like that. And Nicole doesn't seem stupid to me. You know, her, and again, the car was in the garage, so no one would have seen who was going into it.
Exactly.
And Chris would have went to work, and there you go. What happened? We don't know. She left. So obviously there was no one there, because where were they? Nobody was seen on camera.
Yep.
Did they vaporize?
I know, exactly. I mean, and that's well, you know what? That's a great. Again, this is what I'm saying. Like, if there was more than one head, like one brain in this situation, this family annihilation, that would have been probably thought out, because he wouldn't have been doing it alone. So there would have been somebody. If she was there, then she would have done that. He wouldn't have left. Like, again, hello, people. Like, hello, wake up. It's like the car was there, but they're claiming that the person was there when the police came, right? And that Chris let them out before he let the police in. And I'm like, okay, and where did they go? Because there was people all around.
There's houses back there.
Yeah, there's neighbors looking in.
You don't think those houses in the back of their house had cameras? Those are
exactly.
homes.
And they were looking, like, the neighbors from their porch. I mean, the backyard had no privacy, and so they would have been spotted, like, because there was cops around, and you know, and so it's just ridiculous to even think that for 2 seconds, you know. And why would they still be at the house at late in the afternoon, you know? Hanging around with just chilling, you know. Yeah. And it's just like, come on, like that right there. I mean, that says everything, because what?
So just before Mensa was fly kicked right the fuck off of YouTube, one of her conspiracy theories, this is sickening, is that Chris woke up that day, he went to work, and Shanann's mother and Nicole Atkinson went and committed these murders.
Oh my God.
Drove the bodies to the job site and told Chris, basically, like, intimidated him and made him dump the bodies. And I'm like, hold on a minute. Wait, hold up. And Mensa's proof for that is because there's a video and some photos of Nicole Atkinson sitting in a truck that Mensa claims used to belong to the Rusiks. And I'm thinking, wait, so, okay, if Sandy went to Colorado, wouldn't there be a plane ticket, or wouldn't there be some proof? Because guess what? She was at home that morning. Yeah. How would she have gotten from Colorado to North Carolina? She was on the phone. Do you remember when she was on the phone to Nicole Atkinson? And that was one of her theories.
It's just,
and I'm like, why don't you just come right out with it? Jimmy Hoffa and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer rolled the fuck up on that house.
Yeah.
And they did it.
The Tooth Fairy and the, you know.
Seriously, because that's the level they're at.
Oh yeah. It's just, it's based on no evidence, no proof. And I mean, it just amazes me. Like, I just don't understand how people, like with Mary Marlowe, it's like, hello, like, there is video footage. Like, where did the gang of people go? Did they, like you said, did they vaporize? Did they have, what is that called? The Star Trek, like, beam? What is that called?
Teleport.
Beam me up, Scotty. Teleport. But yeah, you better, like, what am I trying to say? Like, even if Nicole NK was involved, she would have been like, okay, like you said, you're gonna go, and then I'm gonna not too long after, I'm gonna leave, and the girls are gonna be in the back in their car seats looking like they're asleep. And I'm gonna have sunglasses on, I have dark hair, I resemble her, bingo. I mean, and that's what I'm saying. Like, right there, it's like, that just needs to be like, you know what? You're right. Like, what the hell? This makes not one lick of sense in any way, shape, or form. And she's profiting off this, and she's getting, and it's just not okay. It's not justice. It is about Team Mary. It is about her. You know,
and the ego.
Mm-hmm.
Ego on these idiots. The fact that they think that they are so much more skilled than the actual FBI or the CBI and all of the people involved that investigated this case and interviewed people and did everything that they needed to do to solve it, get all the evidence, the DA, all of them. The fact that people like Mary Marlowe and Miss Mensa actually believe that they are more intelligent and more skilled, they must have quite the ego.
Exactly. This person, like, it looks like a foreign language, but says, it is also fun to say hello upside down. Hello upside down. In the upside down. Stranger Things. I love that show. Yeah. Let me see. Okay. Let me see what I think she talked. Hold on.
Well enough.
Shit.
But I think that some of the stuff that happened at the very end happened haphazardly because it was thrown together because of the 3-hour delay.
Oh, please.
And they didn't expect, and because you could only imagine what it's like to have done what they did that night. You'd be beside yourself. You'd have so much adrenaline going that you're not thinking straight. Even to the point where if that was an accomplice's cell phone down on the workout bench downstairs in the basement, the accomplice forgot to put that in their freaking pants or purse or whatever. I
don't think there was another cell phone.
They left it there.
So where the fuck's it at?
I know, right?
The cop left it there?
And they didn't think that the camera could have gotten the accomplice's car.
What? They knew that. He knew that. God. I
think that some things were fairly thought out, but some just were not. Some of the things that happened were unexpected.
Hold on, let's see. That's not the. Let's see.
Any logic from Mary is unexpected.
I don't know, right?
Look at her. She literally looks like she's standing at the end of a boardroom
Plausible
table briefing an entire police force.
Look at this hair. What happened here?
And so,
Mary, how many times have I told you you cannot stick a fork in the electric plug? I don't know.
Into
I gotta zoom in. Wait.
This email. It was marymmarlowe.22@gmail.com. Isn't that swift?
Oh, Swifty Swift.
Now, when I did it, I thought, well, that's my email. But what is the deal with that is they're the administrator. I can still see emails that are coming in, but they're the
She's on crack. I get.
So when I move the channel into them,
you don't move the channel into.
They had full control of my channel.
Oh my God, you can't change the email.
No idea, but they did manage to hide it.
Like
she's talking about the hacking. She's talking about her hack that happened.
I was able to go in under that same sign in, and I was able to at least show it again, but I could not get into it again. So YouTube,
you forgot your password.
If I'm back on now, they obviously got me back.
Mary, it's called forgetting the password. Okay, you weren't hacked, right? You just request another one.
And this is being recorded before I even got let back in. So this is as me not being able to get in, but I was able to open up another channel so that I could at least record.
Excuse me, what channel did you? What? You didn't start another channel?
Hold on. He's giving us spy shit.
My videos, and then of course send them to Patreon so that they have them first, and then I
money.
Want to post it as soon as I get allowed back into my account.
Oh God.
And so that was the deal, is that I transferred my channel into a troll's control.
Oh God.
I don't know why they didn't delete it, but they hid it. And then I was
hid it
unhidden. That's why you saw it again.
Excuse me?
And then
oh my God.
Now I'm finally back in, but I wrote YouTube.
and
thank God I did, because I was able to report all of the people that were slamming and bullying and terrorizing me and other creators too.
Oh, really?
And one of them that I shared was Granny Fanny.
She's such an idiot.
And it just so happens Granny Fanny disabled their videos.
It had nothing, and he's brought it back. It has nothing to do with her. And I sent you, I don't know if you saw that message in Hangout. Has to do with Granny Fanny.
Look how small her shoulders are.
Her what?
Sorry, it's just that I'm thinking of her when she first started.
Mm-hmm.
Someone in the comments, I don't remember who it was. It might have been Francesca, I'm not sure, said how she looks frail. And I remember thinking that because when I was looking at some of her older videos, she looks really healthy. But look at her shoulders here, and she's wearing like a cardigan. Like there's nothing left to this woman.
Oh, it's just some.
Her brain probably lost weight too. I think that could happen.
Well, whatever was there. But yeah, no, I mean, I think it's the black. Because she has some flabby flabs. You know, she was pretty heavy. I guess from what she says, she was pretty darn heavy. So
why is she telling us all? Why I don't understand why she's telling us all the hacker secrets.
Oh, well, again, because she thinks she has everything figured out and she has not a clue. But she talks about me. But Granny Fanny, it's like, I mean, it's like he was on her side, and it was like, she's such an idiot. He never even said anything. She's the one that blabs everything, talked about her daughter being a cutter and all this stuff.
You know what? I have to say this for anyone in the chat that didn't hear this before, and I know I've said this to you before, but one thing about Mary that really pisses me off is now when all of this, oh my God, they're in my phone, and oh my God, they were in my laptop for 2 months. They saw me naked. They were watching me. They were doing all of that. Okay. She was so freaked out about that. And she said she phoned the police. And I'm thinking to myself, hold on a minute. First of all, I know for a fact she didn't report it to the police, because had she done that, they would have confiscated her devices. And, you know, because that's a very serious allegation to make. Secondly, she not one time did she ever worry about her daughter and her daughter's cell phone, her daughter's laptop. If they can get into Mary's, they can get into her daughter. And I'm almost positive her daughter's under 18 years old, and she showed no fucking concern at all for her daughter. She didn't even mention it. She didn't care. And like I said, she didn't even think that maybe they were in her daughter's phone. Maybe they were watching her daughter's laptop. Maybe they saw her daughter naked. She didn't care about that. All she talked about was herself. Now, I'm a mother, you're a mother, and a lot of women in here are mothers. If I thought someone was in one of my electronic devices watching me, I would grab all of my kids' stuff.
Like
and she didn't care. She did not care about that.
No.
And she never gave up her computer, and she never gave up her cell phone.
No, and that live when, you know, and she called the cops on her. You know, she was the one that called that in.
Hold on. Someone said that's horrible to disclose that about her daughter.
Yeah.
Are they talking to me?
No. They're talking. I said that she disclosed that her daughter was a cutter. Yeah. And because she said Granny Fanny cryptically said that. No, he did not at all. And she said it. And so she
did. I remember her telling that story
on the porch. And see, the thing is that live when the police got called, because they had come out there before, and she had been calling them, and she was talking about the trolls and all this stuff. She was doing a live stream. So supposedly she said they were in her computer and in her phone, but she had to continue with her live stream. So it must have not been that big of a deal, because she had to continue on with the live stream, right? Because if
certainly not.
Right? It's like, God, she's just a freaking liar. Mary's going to be in the Lord of the Rings soon. All the trolls being there. Yeah, exactly. Okay, let's see.
So YouTube couldn't look at them. YouTube wrote me back saying, this sounds alarming.
Oh, please. They would never do that.
Frightening what you had to deal with.
Such a liar.
So they gave me a link where I need to go and really report these people, because their main prerogative was to get me back in my account.
Oh, yes. That's their prerogative.
I spelled them all out and exactly what each one of them was doing, and how I felt that GF was responsible for the hacking and for the exposing of my personal information in their creative little videos. You guys didn't know what they were talking about.
Yeah, of course.
Did.
Did you hear her? Did you hear her?
What did she say?
Okay, she said that, hold on. She said y'all didn't know what he was talking about, but I sure did. It's like, bitch, okay, yeah, because you're making you're making it up in your head.
She needs to stop using the numbers 22 and start using the numbers 5150.
Yeah, exactly.
In their creative little videos. You guys didn't know what they were talking about, but I sure did.
Oh my God.
So they just so happened to
delete
completely 11 of them.
Please. It had nothing to do with you,
ones that you
Mary.
did about me and my personal life because you had access of my camera and
Oh
all
my
of
God.
my emails from the years gone by.
Jesus, take the wheel.
And you just so happened to disable when you know that I sent your link to YouTube. Well, let's hope that they have a back door and they can watch the videos that I specifically pointed out to them without.
What do you mean they have a fucking back door? Like, bitch, like she's just so fucking crazy. Sorry.
You being able to prevent that. Let's hope that's the case.
Let's hope.
If not, I will continue to slam you and I will continue to report you, but in my own time.
Okay. In her own time, people, in her own time.
I don't think that these people had any idea that I was going to fight back.
Oh, Mary, we did. And you're creating this whole battle and war. Nobody's doing a goddamn, you know? Like nobody's doing.
It's funny that she says that. Like, why wouldn't they think she was going to fight back if she's so badass with all this important information?
Yep, exactly. I mean, it's just ridiculous how to make cookies, brownies. Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, hey, are you talking about, what's going on over there? What's going on? What are you doing, Nikki?
Oh, sorry.
Are you taking anger out? Yeah. Taking, oh, that's funny. Right. And it's putting her personal or mental health, which is embarrassing, humiliate. Exactly. Oh, thank you, Fran. You're so sweet. Hot pink jalapenos. Are you talking about the one that happened recently in Fort Worth? Because there was in Fort Worth, a cop shot a woman in her home in front of her nephew for during a wellness check.
I saw that.
Yeah. So that can be how dangerous it is, people. So, you know what I'm saying? But again, the fact that it's like, and you watch the live when that happened, she was stalling, talking about trolls. And then she kept looking back, looking over her shoulder. She kept looking at her watch, and then when they got there, and she yells at them the first time and doesn't do anything. And then the second time, she gets up and then she smiles. And I'm just like, like she's lying completely.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's how far she will go. I mean, we're seeing the links that she goes to, right? So, let's see.
And I will continue to do so because what you did was wrong. But I'm not going to continue to put my audience through this soliloquy of me talking about these
but she continues to every video.
On.
Yes. So you should stop because it's lies.
I just pray to God that people like the girl that does the lemon girl.
That's
I hope
me.
She doesn't have kids.
Fuck you.
Because that would be saying it's
fuck
okay.
you, bitch. What? Like, let me tell you something. You don't talk about kids. You don't talk about that. People. And it's like, and the thing that gets me is just, yeah, I've done parodies of her. I've done the Rocker Girl interview, which is extremely respectful. And all the videos are Creative Commons. And I've never gone below the belt. You know what I mean? I've only repeated what she said, like about the hot dog man and making her daughter go with her to a blind date with some hot dog man that she met online, excuse me.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, remember the hot dog man?
No, I don't. I have no idea.
Oh my gosh. You've never seen, you saw the Rocker Girls, right? Okay. Let me see if I can play that in a minute. But yeah, she talks about it was a cyber dating. And she had no makeup on in this video. And she did it where you couldn't see her eyes really. You could see her nose and her mouth. She had a hat on. Had no, and she was talking and she was going through all the profiles, which the guys that, on her eHarmony or whatever, or Plenty of Fish, I don't know what she uses, but, she was going through and reading their messages to her, like, excuse me, like, and the details about them. It's like, wow, okay. But
she brought her daughter?
Yeah. And let me see if I can, let me get that. Let me bring it up.
That's fucking gross.
It is. Like she said she forced her 17-year-old daughter to go. And her thing is she was hung up on teeth. Okay. That is her hang up. If they have jacked up teeth, she says that's a, they can be married and have good teeth. You know what I'm saying? Like she might just, but let me show this. Hold on. I can't, I think I put it on here, didn't I? Hold on. Let me see here. Okay, hold on. Is it? Oh, here we go.
Dear God, what am I about to see?
It's funny. Hey guys, Rocker Girl's back to do another video with the one and only Mary Marlowe. So we're going to see what Mary Marlowe would like to talk to us about today. Mary, why don't you introduce yourself to everybody?
It's on the air with Mary Marlowe.
Yes, we're on the air with Mary Marlowe. So what do you want to talk about today? What are you going to enlighten us with? You can hear, right?
I'm doing it like this today because I'm going to talk about relationships.
Can you hear?
That's
okay. Fine. However you want to do it. Kind of creeps me out. I can't see your eyeballs. So when I look, I'm like, oh, where do our eyeballs go? That's okay. Do it. Do you.
Online dating.
So what are some of the qualities? I know you've said you don't ask for much, but can you give a list of all the qualities that you're looking for and what you expect out of a man that you might potentially date long term?
A history of murder.
Beautiful, smart, generous. It wouldn't be bad to be a little on the rich side.
Oh my God.
Down to earth. Not angry.
Yes.
Has a good relationship with his mom.
Doesn't ask for much, but okay, that was quite a list. Okay. Alrighty then. Have you gone on any dates? I know you were talking about some guy that had a hot dog stand. How did that go? Give us the deets.
So I met this guy yesterday. He runs a hot dog stand, a gourmet hot dog stand. I made my daughter go with me because he runs it.
Listen,
it was a
here.
really hot day.
Hold on.
Hot dog stand. I made my daughter go with me because he runs it. And it was a really hot day, and I went to meet him at his hot dog stand.
Fuck off,
So you dragged your 17-year-old daughter to a date with somebody that you met online? Okay. Okay. So did you like him? Spill the tea.
How was
and
dinner?
he was not a bad looking guy, really nice, very outspoken, real down to earth, seemed really cool, loves his kids. He's only 5'7". That's okay though. I went through a phase of short guys.
Okay, so you say the hot dog man seems really nice. He loves his kids, down to earth. So you think you might take it to the next level? Is there anything wrong with him?
But he had really bad teeth. Really bad teeth.
Oh my God. Okay. So he didn't have a nice set of teeth. All right.
How the fuck did he eat the hot dogs?
Orthodontist dental type fetish or something.
I'm sorry, that just did it. Isn't that rude?
It is rude. Well, was a little weird. Okay.
His teeth were.
Because I can kind of see an obsession with teeth.
Okay.
Yeah, she said he didn't have a nice set of teeth. That was the game. That was the game changer. You know what I mean? Like that was the whoopsie. Yeah, no, never mind. Everything else was good, but
if you interview her again, please ask her how the condiments were, because I have to know. They have olive or not?
Yeah. I mean, doesn't that matter? I don't know what a set of teeth has anything to do. What's teeth gotta do with it? I don't know. So it seemed like you're looking at, I guess somebody sent you a picture of some guy that you might be interested in. What do you think about him?
No. I said a teeth, that's for sure. Oh, my cat just took a shit and it's just horrible.
No.
Okay, your cat took a
you
poop.
Bitch.
I know. Okay.
How dare you?
Could have dealt with that. Well, knowing that. Okay. So, what do you think?
Hot dogs and cats here.
Is jumping out at you? What are you liking?
Anyway, the guy yesterday was really sweet. A little heavy for me. I'm not into heavy guys, believe it or not. Here I am. I have spent a large part of my adulthood heavy.
Oh, Mary, beggars can't be choosers. Okay. The guy's nice. Okay, his teeth are jacked up. Oh well.
You got a
okay?
hot dog stand.
Be yourself then, chubby. Okay, chubby people need love too. Okay, if they're a good person, come on.
Oh, this is cute. Let's see what this guy says. He has great hair.
Oh my gosh, she's so super.
Hello, how are you today? It's hot and I need a new friend. New to the area, would be nice to have a friend to swim at the lake with.
So, okay, this guy you're saying looks handsome. Are there any other red flags that you're seeing by chance?
And that means that you're married and you're in town briefly. I mean, obviously you're a drinker because that's 99% of your photographs.
I have to admit, I love chubby guys.
Get hold of him, even though I haven't had alcohol in 11
Listen to that.
Are those dishes in the background?
So you're saying that this man has really nice hair and teeth, but you think that he's probably married, but you're going to go ahead and message him and possibly meet up with him?
Nicole?
Right?
And oh, I have a date today. Yes, the guy that I like.
Oh, so you have a date today? Nice. Hopefully you don't take your daughter. Okay. Okay.
I'll keep you posted. That was just one of
Gosh,
those
she's
videos.
so obnoxious.
Is she eating?
Yes, and she just picked her nose. Ugh.
She's talking and eating.
Well, that concludes this interview with Rocker Girl. With Mary Marlowe and her dating stage, and that's about it. All right, guys. So next, so funny. Oh God! I mean, have you seen any of the Rocker Girl interview parodies that I do?
I have, yeah, but I didn't see this asshole eating with food or
Oh
talking.
my gosh, it's like the worst. Like she's like.
I want to hear her conspiracy theories. That's what I want to hear.
Yes. Okay. So I have. Okay. Let me hold on. Now. Let me go.
Oh, it's Anton. Sorry, Anton is asking, what do you look for in a guy? I know what I look for in a guy. I want a chubby guy who does guy things like fuck around with cars, doesn't talk a lot.
Oh no, right, for Mary. Yeah, hasn't been with a lot of girls.
Oh, I don't even care about any of that. I just don't need. I can't deal with those guys that talk a lot.
Yeah. Well, I'm talking about some like maybe Kay or like Mary fantasizing over Chris Watts. like, quiet, small hands, does, works on cars.
Oh my God, I can't believe I just described Chris Watts.
Exactly. That's why I was like,
no, please God. Get me a priest. No. That's not what I did. I actually I meant like for me, seriously, but not him. No. No. I'm not trying to. No.
I was like, that sounds kind of familiar.
No.
Mary, hold on. Just okay. Hold on. Okay, there you go. I'm so sorry. Okay, that should get you in, girl. Okay. Okay, gourmet hot dogs are a plus, and if he happens to have a stadium mustard, then he's a keeper. So I do have some of the rocker girl that talks about her conspiracies, or I can play and try to keep a lookout for Mary, not this Mary, but let me see. Let's do this one.
What about that? Okay.
Which one?
The one that freeze frames and talks about how Shanann and the kids didn't exist and it was all in front of a green screen.
Oh my gosh, that freaking what is
it? I don't know, it's something like that. Yeah, I can't make sense of what she says.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
Had nothing but time. Since YouTube was looking at my channel, and obviously it is back up. If you are seeing this right now on my channel, it's allowed me plenty of time to get back to some of the basics and to pick through it, and also read other people's comments about the case. And of course, I switched over my Facebook page with my private group over to another Facebook page because the other one had just gotten completely hacked.
Here we go, the hacking.
And so it's great to be able to be floating
and how did
things
she switch it?
Shanann was just overreacting and so on and so forth. Maybe they thought that was getting to him finally, that yet again she was going to be putting a wedge between her family and him, his family and him, which is BS, because they've always had a wedge between Chris and the family. Chris has perpetuated that.
Yeah,
so this time, he decides to stick up for his family, even though
she's talking about the letters,
according to Shanann,
from Christopher, and so
CeCe.
That's the only thing I've ever heard her say.
And so they could have.
Yeah, exactly. She's just pissed that it wasn't her that wrote the book. But she does say that they'll probably talk about her in future books. Like, oh my gosh.
Thought that maybe
the delusions of this woman is just, let me see here. Oh, hold on.
Did in down by that construction site. That dog was going crazy. And it would make sense that it wouldn't go crazy in CeCe's room, because if she was put down, if she was put out, sedated, there wouldn't have been trauma there, because she was so sedated that all you had to do is just cut off her breathing and she'd go into unconsciousness and die. So there wouldn't have been trauma there, if you see what I'm trying to say. Whereas with Bella, maybe they figured, the trauma.
Right.
But they had enough to do. They were running behind. They had to take Shanann down to the basement. They had to try to do what they could. They obviously were not cleaning major things like the gloves. Oh, man. And I think that after they were high on adrenaline, but also no sleep, and they were freaking out a bit.
Okay.
And Chris was probably severely bummed out that CeCe wasn't sedated and that she was so aware of everything.
She just said she was sedated.
But I don't believe CeCe got into the car at all. Even our second autopsy expert gave us the second results from her.
I mean, it's like, how can you do an autopsy?
CeCe had some sort of drug in her that was causing her liver or spleen or something to produce quite a bit of
I mean, because they got this, second opinion for autopsy. How can you do that over bodies that are in the ground?
Okay, I don't think that you're even a child. I don't believe that if she was given something to sedate her, that her liver would react that quick. Now, I'm not 100% certain of that, but I don't think it works that way.
Right.
Her liver, on the other hand. What is happening?
Can you hear me, guys? I'm so sorry. Can you hear me okay? Ay. Okay. It may be... Hold on. Oh, shoot. Hold on. Uh-oh. Nikki fell out. Nikki! It's probably a sign Hey, Anton, will you be my male friend that will vet guys out, please? Yeah. I guess maybe it's that time. Yeah, I think it might be, I might be saying, yeah, I think it's that time to end it for the night. I know Mary was going to pop on here. But I think I'm probably going to just go ahead and end it tonight. And I'm so glad y'all were hanging. Yeah, I think it's, I'm back in the saddle, guys. This was great. I'm so glad y'all hung out. Oh, and Kimberly, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Kimberly. Happy birthday to you. Happy belated birthday. And I guess we're going to call it a night. And I will see you guys tomorrow night or later tonight back here for our little live podcast. Okay? Y'all have a great day. Thank you all for hanging and participating. It means so much to me. I love you all, okay? Have a great day, great night. See you next time. Bye.